Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube gardening world, we are live again. This is Radio Jonesy with the wonderful Shawnee Grows. How you going today, Shawnee? Good to see you again.
I'm here again. Thanks for letting me in. We were out in the garden, and did I do what I was supposed to do? Not so much, because I'm a YouTube creator. So I chose to walk around with this thing instead of actually work on what I'm supposed to be doing in the garden.
Doesn't it slow you down?
It does slow me down. I'm a whole day behind now.
Yeah, you got to budget for it. You got to actually plan. Okay, I'm going to film today. Like even those whippersnipper gardening videos.
Yeah.
The amount of stopping, walking over to the side, getting the lens, because I'm on the side of a hill, getting the tripod ready, getting the angles right, putting it down, walking back, okay, stop, walk over there, move the camera up to the top there, walk back to the spot I was in. Quite relaxing and soothing actually doing the cutting, but yeah, and then you realize, man, I got a lot of wasted footage. I'll better speed it up, and then it's.
See, that's a good point to make. Are you kind of the filmer where you just do bulk filming and you cut it down on the chopping block? Or like what I like to do is intentional. I go, okay, I need a shot of this, film it on off, and then I put them together versus I need to take 8 minutes out of that one and 10 minutes out of that one.
Yeah. Oh, well, did you see on the last one where the bird was in the actual using the fire pit as a bird bath because it was full of rainwater?
What? I missed it.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's towards.
That's hilarious.
I was up the top pulling the onion weed out by hand because the whippersnipper battery died. So I thought, you know what, I'm here now. I'll just rip these out, and it was coming out really easy. Mm-hmm. So I should be up there now doing it. Like there's more flowers.
But here you are as a YouTube creator, trying to get watch hours and subscribers.
That's it. Hey, the yellow tree of the wattle is coming out now too. So that big tree up the back that will probably fall over in the next year or so is flowering. So it's a good time to show that. So I'll showcase that on the weekend. There'll be more flowers out by then.
On your filming day.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to film tomorrow. Who knows what's involved in the life of Radio Jonesy and AKA Outback Tasmania. Mm-hmm. I live by the app that tells me, hey, we've got a job for you today.
Would you like today or not?
Would you like to go up there and or go over to there or go over to here? But tomorrow I'm up in the mountains. So the beauty of that is that I should be able to do a lot of shorts with at the sides of the places I'll be working. Or maybe there's a trail somewhere I could just duck into. I'm just going for a bit of a lunch break and take the old camera.
Whatever it is, go over there quick. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you never know. You could find a Tasmanian tiger that's been dead for the last 120 years, and
like a good fossil.
Well, no, like a real one that's still alive, and then become a multi-million viewed. Yeah.
I'm trying to approach like gardening tours differently. Instead of it being, look at this, and I grow this. I've been very inspired by those channels that we've been falling into lately with the cinematography and the slow start. I'm kind of tired of playing you got to change the image every 5 seconds because of everyone's attention spans are goldfish. I'm kind of tired of that. Can we go back to just making art?
That's it. I'm just going to flick this button over here.
We have a button flicking. Where are we going?
We're going.
Gandalf Smith is still making cigs. You keep up the good work, Gandalf.
There we go. Making cigs.
You have was it a sound button?
It was the Bluetooth.
Better now? Okay.
The Bluetooth button. So if I do this. It's not coming through the desk, which is good. Sorry about that. That's chocolate
demonetized.
No, that song's not. Actually, that song is free to use. It's called Farmer Loretta by chocolate starfish, and the song is about. Technically, it's not about farming. It's about how a woman gets into your life and and pillages what she can get, and then disposes of the carcass, and then she goes again. It's what she grows. It's a pretty cool song. It's a fun. When you read the song, when you hear the song, everyone's Farmer Loretta. She eats what she grows, and she carry and all these sort of lyrics, and you think, what a nice little gardening tune, and then you hear the dark side of the lyrics, and you go, hang on a minute, and then you talk to the creators of the songwriters, and they go, oh no, that's about this person who was an absolute terror and done this and done that and caused grief here and caused grief there. So the lesson learnt there is never upset a songwriter, because
they'll put it out there. Yeah.
You could be immortalized.
That's for sure. I've seen that over and over and over again. Like, somebody writes a song and they see a really big response from people, and they're like, oh, well, I wrote that during this time of my life. There's always this story, right? And then they go, well, this is really bad, actually, that people are resonating with this, because this was a really terrible, bad thing in my life.
Exactly.
People like it because they also went through the terrible, bad thing. And it's like, hurts a little as a songwriter.
What it does, it's your creativity that you're putting out there, and your life, really, when you're putting lyrics down.
Usually
it's a bit like YouTube as well, because you're putting your life out there. But what about the lyrics who get misrepresented, and people start thinking words are not what they are, and they sing in completely different
interpretation
lyrics.
Is everything.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Right.
Some crazy stuff.
It gets put out as the opposite of what your intention was. And so what do you listen to in the garden? Are you jamming?
No.
Podcasting? Just listening to birds? What are we doing?
Yeah, just concentrating on the mission at hand, filming, preparing the next shot, working out exactly what I'm going to do. Usually, surprisingly, this mightn't surprise you, but a lot of the time I go, okay, I'm going to try this today and do this, and I just get sidetracked with something else, and then the whole video changes to a new, that 15-minute to half an hour whippersnipping job took like 6 hours and 4 battery changes. And the grass was that thick, it just really couldn't manage the job, but I got the job done and made a video and said, oh, what a great little piece of equipment this is, because you really only seen the action for about 30 minutes of boring whippersnipping, but people seem to like that stuff too.
I'm going to speak for the people that we need a break from the whippersnipping.
No, that's okay. Well, that was going to be on my next video, how to whippersnip the top half of the yard.
I don't know about that, Josie.
Possums, and there was a huge possum in the garden today.
What?
So that's a worry. But he just jumped back in the tree and climbed up the top of the tree right at the back of the yard, right at the closest one to the house, and he comes in via the next door neighbour's tree. So he makes a bit of climbs over the loose limbs, and then it sort of swings a bit like Tarzan, and then grabs onto our tree, and then climbs up and hangs around, and then he goes, "Ooh, what's down here? I'll come down and see what I can get to eat." So that's a bit of a worry again. Now it's not just hopping kangaroos, wallabies over a fence. It's Australian possums who can swing like Tarzan through trees and looking for their Jane.
Well, at least you can see your garden, Jonesy. I don't have a clue what goes on in there, and things are happening, because we went to harvest potatoes today, and it was all 8.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Is it rats or is it something else?
I've never seen a rat
in the garden.
No, we have mice, and we have shrews and striped gophers.
Gophers would be freaky coming up from under the ground.
But yeah, I can't tell if it's like going in the top or it's coming from underneath, but it's all this one side. If things are getting chewed on for potato land.
People tell me I should get a trail cam. Maybe
I have a trail cam. I don't know how to set it up and use it, though. It's some kind of subscribe and pay this monthly fee to have access to your footage BS. And I think it uses the internet. and there's no internet there. So I don't know
No,
how to do it. I can
no,
show you what
and
I got.
welcome in, JP. Good to see you.
Janet,
Yes,
Janet,
number one,
Janet.
number one watcher of the channel at the moment. Leaves comments nearly as much as Shawnee.
Tell me what you did today, Janet. I talked
Yeah,
about what I did today on the last live. You'll have to catch the replay.
yeah. Well, we could do it all over again. This is a whole new audience now. It's yeah, and I've changed my hat and changed my jumper. If you haven't
I
noticed,
did. Right away, I did. I
just
thought,
to make it look a little bit
switch it
different.
up. I'm still in the same.
Oh, but you always look lovely in that color of. We won't say pink. What color is
It
that?
is. It is pink. Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
I always am trying to listen to a YouTube video in the garden because I'm so addicted. It's not even funny.
I do. I do that in the car
I'm
as long
starting to
as
do it in the car too, but it's
as long as
illegal
I
to
got.
do that.
Yes, but if you can. Yes, let's just say it is illegal,
It's
but
illegal
you
here.
don't watch the screen. Like I can
I
run it
don't.
through the. I
Mm-mm.
run it through the Bluetooth of
I
the
don't have
car.
Bluetooth in my car. I drive a
That-
95.
that's right. Well, I run it through the Bluetooth. I could have the phone in the glove box if I
I
really
could
want.
take
No,
I
actually,
could take this with me. This is Bluetooth and put it in the van.
actually, when I drive in the car, right
Yeah.
before I start, I go, "What do I want to listen to?" I get the video going,
Load
playing.
it up.
Press
Yeah.
I press play. It goes in my top pocket, but as I'm driving
Oh,
along, it's
in
playing
the
through the Bluetooth.
speaker. See,
Yeah, yeah.
mine goes on the dash and I can see it, which is illegal. Adam, everyone from the up over Central Point or Oregon. What's up, Adam?
Oregon. G'day, Adam. Good to see you.
Janet says, I was busy. The guy came by who was going to start taking the leaky room apart tomorrow. Huzzah! Called the fence guy who's going to put up the new fence on Thursday. That is a lot happening this week. Look at you. You're going to have a whole new place by the time I see you Friday.
That's awesome.
Totally great. We have finished the drywall job. We paid him today.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Come up all right?
So he had found a bunch of stuff in the house. So the house was built in 1975. And whoever worked on it and then remodeled it before we bought it did a lot of sketchy things. And so there was a bunch of like corners that weren't taped. And so that was done. And then all the holes were patched and all the ceilings been fixed. It's got texture now instead of popcorn ceilings. And we've moved fixtures where we want them, right? Like it's beautiful.
We've got a popcorn ceiling in one of our
This
rooms
has a
upstairs.
popcorn. I can't stand it.
No, I've watched a video on how they get rid of it. Have you seen how
You
they
scrape it
instead of just
off.
you scrape it off and just
It's a
wet
big
it?
flippin' mess.
Yes, spread the plastic.
We
Neat.
sanded the one in the bathroom so it would be flat so we could Kills paint it
Yeah.
here in the rental. And that was a mess. And so, yeah, I'm glad we just paid people to come in. And then now we're going to have to paint the ceilings.
Yeah.
And we did have some ceiling replaced that you could put your fist through. It had damage.
Oh well, yeah, but you get that with a property that arrives the way it arrived. Is it fair to say?
The house came the way it came. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just didn't want to say. I don't know if you've put that out there.
People know I have the house now.
Okay.
If they don't, they do not pay attention to the background of the videos because it's in the
Yeah.
videos that the house is there. Now, there is a series coming out. I'm thinking I'm going to release it in the winter, Jonesy, because what other video content am I going to do in the winter besides
You're gonna
snow? Snow
educate.
angels for you.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Education is the way to go. It's the only way to go. You can talk about how to set up, how to get ready, how's your greenhouse, and you can just bring in like
My indoor
generic.
garden.
Well, yes, but you can do talks about greenhouses or whatever, and you can bring in generic photos of green, different styles.
Because I
of
like doing
green.
live streams. I love the educational live streams. You know, Jonesy, I did a poll on my channel. And I was trying to gauge what do you guys want to see for the videos next. And you know what they stinking chose? They chose vlog. We just had a whole conversation on how vlogs are dead.
You know what?
What is going
I've,
on?
I've got 10 channels. How many votes were in for vlogs? Because
Uh-oh.
10 of them were
Did
me.
you vote vlog, Jonesy, and mess my
10,
stuff up?
10 times. You can take 10 of them votes out.
I'm gonna pull
Because
it up now.
I voted 10 times. I went, you know what? I like vlogs because they're a failure, really, in video formatting. But I just wanted to do that to.
Okay,
I like
so
vlogs.
there's only 11 votes. You're the only one that voted then?
10 times.
Dude. Yeah, there's 18% educational videos, 18% weekly garden walk and talks, 18% public garden tours, 45% gardening vlogs. I quit. I quit doing posts for the polls.
10
One
times.
person was like, "How about some canning videos?" Well, no, I'm not canning in this condition. Sorry.
Yeah. That can be dangerous, actually. Yeah, with a
Uh,
pressurized
I
can.
don't have a pressure canner. I have a water bath canner and a steam canner, and I'm waiting to do all that when I actually have a garden producing because that's stressful right now. And my new kitchen.
I think that's hilarious that out of 11 votes, 10 of them were me. Because I
That
went
is
in there.
hilarious.
Hang on.
What?
That's the evil laugh.
The truth comes out. Now I know.
I was going to tell you, but I was just waiting for the
Nobody
right
sees the
time.
polls on Shawnee Grows. Wow.
Polls, you know what? I can't get.
All the big
Like,
people use polls.
they do. They do, honestly. Do they give out their numbers, but they'll say percentages. They won't say.
Mm-hmm.
If I go into, like, let's have a look at this.
What do you got?
I'll just go into Radio Jonesy on tour.
Okay.
Let's have. Well, first of all, we'll kick off this one. This is my very first channel. All right, the very first one I started.
Okay.
Australian Radio Indie. That was the radio station we had, and there we got 763 subscribers. If I do a video in there from 763 people, my last video was 137 days ago.
Oh my.
Yes, I got 68 views. So that was there we go. Love Child, that was a band I was managing. Love and Happiness. Yeah, like, honestly, if I go 10%, yeah, well, that's nearly the 10% rule. Remember I said to you before, you go with your subscribers, 76.
Take the number.
Yeah.
Make 10%.
That's basically what the algorithm goes with. So I was taught about maybe 5 months ago. But there you go, six.
Okay, well, what's my subscriber count? I don't know.
But that was it. I'm gonna jump into my most popular channel.
1-8. Go to my studio. I get a better number there.
Yeah.
1874 is me. 49. You're gonna be 5G.
Yeah. Channel analytics and like let's say 4,900. So she'll get 490 views. In my last video, there you go. Monkeys, trees, and flowers, and monkeys, trees, flowers, and plants. There you go. So at 113, I should have got 10% of this, which would say nearly 500, you know.
491, yeah.
Did you have to do that math for that?
Yeah, because I don't do math up here.
Oh, man, they just got 10%. Just get the digit across.
Ugh.
All right. Sorry about that.
Give me all the lessons you want. Maybe it'll stick at some point. I learn alongside my kids, to tell you the truth. When I read the curriculums, I learn with them.
Learn as you grow.
1874.
Yeah. So that's almost 5,000, you know, like, so if I put a post on there like I did and said, hey guys, let me have a look at content, and then I'll go to posts, videos, shorts, lives. Oh, I don't have posts on there because I edited them out. All right. Hey, do you play with your homepage much? Like I got videos, your homepage, right? You drop on the homepage, videos, shorts, and then it goes lives, and then underneath that is the playlists. So I got rid of the post out of there. I remember doing that actually, but I done a post there, and probably got no likes on that at all. Probably 5 people might have browsed it and flicked it away. But basically, I was saying, hey guys, come over and check out my new.
Oh, I saw all
adventure.
those today. Did you know I have a gardening channel? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a sign of desperation.
It is.
Yeah.
I was gonna show you needed to change your channel. Remember that conversation?
Janet Potter, yeah. Janet Potter put a comment in about 3 hours ago. Isn't that
I
nice,
didn't see
Janet?
the poll. I've been busy. I weeded my watermelon bed yesterday.
Was a choice of 3 sets of stairs to walk up. It was that video. Did you like that? Here's a question for you, Janet. Did you like that style of video? Because that's like edited. So I've just got the walk with a bit of music.
What is happening? Why are there hearts?
This is the edit.
This is not okay.
Listen.
I don't like that either.
Ooh,
Off.
I'm trying.
I don't like the tone.
Look at the staircase.
Are people watching it? What was the views?
580. That's better than what's been going on, but I aim for about 1,200. But that was the latest one. I'm sure I done this morning. Or was it yesterday? Anyway, I'm doing them and I've learned as well. 6 a.m., 6 p.m. Don't deviate from that.
The Odd Collective says, music.
That was special music made by my friend A. What was his last name? I, and he was a really good guy.
Adam says, kind of weird. I don't listen to vlogs, but most of my YouTube lives I'll listen to as if they're a vlog. No, you listen to them as a podcast, right?
Yeah, it's more. What's good about this is that you get to see the side of this lovely lady from, instead of being the person on the video that says, "Did you know these beans are been growing on this vine and I did not even touch them? I just left them there to go rock hard and get ready to harvest. Like harvest the seed."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
You get a whole different person when I'm just live chilling.
You do,
compared to me in the garden talking to you. Yeah.
It's working in radio. A bit of radio training I did once. It was they said people are listening to you, right? So they can't see you. They like this was even before they started putting cameras in radio stations where you could actually physically see the studio while they were
like that one guy.
Yeah. This was all before this happened, But he said people can't see you. You can be sitting there in your underwear, but just smile, put a big smile on your face, and talk it up, and people will hear the energy coming out of your voice. If you turn up going, "Oh, the wife hates me, the dog's sick out the back, oh, I got to go home and do something, woe is me," you'll be talking like, "Woe is me, the next song will be this," instead of you going, "Smile. How you going out there, people? It's going to be a fantastic day today. You're here with Radio Jonesy. The next song will be Janet Potter singing I Didn't See the Pole." There you go. That was in the comment there. But it's things like that. And it works because, people ring you up and go, "Hey, you go, mate. What's going on? You sound like you're having a great time." And you go, yeah. It's all sorts of fun.
Andy says, Minnesota, a few of my Scottish clan are there. Andy, what can you tell me about making feed? What do you know?
About making feed? Making feed for what sort of animal?
That's what I want to know. Where do we go? What do you got? What do you know? Janet says, so Wolfman Jack style? Do you know what that
Sort
means?
of.
'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what that
I
means.
used to love the wolf. Hey, here's the Wolfman Jack. We're here today, and we're gonna be going way downtown. And he was like that.
Wow. Pretty
Yeah,
good
that,
character, sounds
that
like.
was my impersonation. What did you think? Did you use the Wolfman? Yeah, that
Janet
sort of.
knows. Did it sound like
Was
your
that like? Well, that's what I recall.
stock feed? So in your blends, like you ground the corn,
Don't know.
what kind of drug additives were you guys working with, or
Ooh, drug.
fats, or hi, Arlene. Janet
Hey,
said, "Great
Arlene.
job."
Wow, nice to see you, Arlene. Fantastic. What a she. If it wasn't Shawnee Groves as the best moderator around, Arlene is right up there, neck and neck. They're racing to the top.
She
Two of
does
the
a
best.
lot of channel helps out a lot of channels, Arlene does.
Oh man, she's fan frigging tastic. That's all I need to say. Um, and I see someone won something on Jerry's live today and donated it to Arlene. So that's I don't know what it was, but
Arlene
congratulations,
has a
Arlene.
gift coming her way. That's really neat.
Yeah, yeah. Good things happen to good people. Great job impersonating. There you go. So I sort of, I wonder if there's ever going to be a movie made. I could impersonate him. I look a bit like him. Yeah, it's a Wolfman. Wolfman. Anyway, so you've just got to put that persona on. But
Sure.
that's in radio when they can't really see you. It was funny because I used to do a late night show in one of these stations, and I think I told you the story where this woman kept ringing me up time and time again.
Yeah.
Can you play this for me? Can you play that for me? Yeah, yep, no worries. I'll get that on for you. This has gone out to Janet. Janet's listening in over at Gwendolyn. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, Janet. And then the song would go on, and it would be something like, she loves me or she loves you or and then the next song would be something similar. And then I thought, this is a bit bizarre. Anyway, she'd say, can you say that like all this weird stuff, like, could you say you love me in the next, you could say this.
She's making you a
Janet.
puppet.
Yeah, it was a lovely Janet. I got to meet her, but she said, can you describe yourself? I said, yeah, I'm about 6 foot. I've got long blonde hair. I got blue eyes. Pretty fit. I play a bit of football. She goes, that's exactly how I picture you. Stuff like that.
With your
And then
voice, yeah.
yeah. Then we had this Christmas function where
Yeah.
the radio station members, because we had members, and she was one, and special guests come to meet the presenters and have a Christmas function. And she's turned up and she's looking around and she's trying to work out where I was. And then someone said, that's him over there. And she go, no, it can't be. And it was. She came over and said, you fooled me, she said. I said, I sure did.
Right.
Yeah. And you said you were single. But no, she didn't. She didn't say none of that. I used to that was my sort of way of
So I listened to what?
Oh, add the stage. What's down there?
Oh, I was gonna walk you through customizing your channel to make it have more stuff on it for
Here's
Outback
Andy.
Tasmania.
Come in. There we go.
Amino acids, the extent,
Yeah.
no steroids. Okay. And you're in Australia doing it. Basically the same things you see on cornflakes, packed dietary stuff. Yeah, like I was trying to think of all the ingredients that they work with right now. Dietary stuff, same stuff in layer feed, minus chlorophyll. I know like DDGs gets talked about, and then some kind of red like iron and fat, and I think magnesium. Mainly pig feed is what we're working with. Sometimes we get called in to do, like I work there, come on. I don't, he does, my husband does. Cow feed, and then we got asked to do, I think it was buffalo feed the other day or last month. That was really neat.
Buffalo feed.
Yeah, there's some buffalo around here.
Buffalo girls come around the outside. Around the outside, is it? How's that?
Come out tonight.
Is it?
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? You talking about that one?
No, I'm talking about go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Who sung that song?
The rapper.
Andy? Tell me, who sung that song?
Are we playing a game with Andy? Yeah. Riboflavin, thiamine is one. Niacin is one. Yes, I remember those. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know if you, because like at some point, feed used to just be, this, and this, and then we started adding a bunch in. S-H-I-T to it. Malcolm McLaurin?
What was that?
That's a
Malcolm
guess?
McLaren. Yeah, Malcolm
Oh,
McLaren.
I said
Yeah,
it wrong.
that's all right. You probably said the correct pronunciation, but it's called Malcolm McLaren. He used to be in what band was it? He wasn't in the. He was he in the Sex Pistols? Was that him?
He says
Yeah,
MGR.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sex Pistols manager. Yeah. All right. I knew something to do with that. Here we go. We got Gandalf saying hi to Arlene, and Arlene saying Gandalf, thank you. And it is there's Arlene, and Arlene's a fantastic supporter. Well, it's not Arlene. Where am I going now? What have I done? Oh, yes, it is. Oh, I'm seeing things.
Gandalf shared Arlene's channel, maybe?
Yeah, that's what he did. And Arlene's a
kind of you.
fantastic supporter of plenty of channels. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And what about the song Come On, Arlene? Come on, Arlene. Bet you that drove you mad.
Come on, Arlene. Yeah, that's in a lot of stuff, ads and
Dex,
stuff.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Owned a clothing store in London. Andy says. Somebody owned a clothing store in London.
I'm trying to do two things at once. I can't.
Are you texting right now?
No, not really. Did I even spell that right?
Oh, you were typing. Thanks, Arlene.
Yeah. Dexys are back on the road.
On the road.
Well, there you go. See, everything old is new again to the new generation of people who love the 80s and beyond.
Because the new SUCKS. So the old has to come back.
No, it's not really. You just don't hear it. Honestly, it's out there. The good music is out there. It's just that it's not owned by the radio stations who play what are owned by their contributors, like if it's Sony Music or MGM or all the big players. So they, yeah.
I was listening to the NPR station that I found. Like, there's 2 Minnesota stations on the radio that I listen to that either play local music or they talk about current events and things like that. And so I found this other one, and at some point they were playing a game, like back in the day when you would call in and it was puzzles and you would answer questions about the puzzles, and it was just a hoot because I don't hear that stuff much anymore, I feel like.
I don't
Arlene.
I don't hear it's such a hoot much either.
Is Arlene working towards certain goals on the channel?
I don't think she is. But
13 subs away from 500.
I'm guessing she's got. I'm going to look, to be honest with you.
Let's see here. Do you have content, Arlene? Go to channel.
Yes.
Oh no, there's nothing on here.
No, she's just a fantastic supporter.
But she has more subscribers than Jonesy.
And they'll have, yes. Arlene, tell all your subscribers, come on over and get Jonesy to the starting blocks. What have we got there? ABC, Simple Minds, Gary Newman, etc., coming to Australia with a heap of load more from way back then. Yeah, mate, it's pretty cool in a way how old musos never die. They just keep rattling and rolling along, like yourself, to be honest.
What else are they gonna do, Oh, yeah. There's a deep voice musician that I like listening to. His name's Jeff, I believe, but it's spelled that the funny way.
Geoff.
No, yeah. Geoff.
Yep.
And then, so he was talking about hearing loss. He's starting to experience this condition, and it possibly is going to cause permanent hearing damage. But like, he's still a musician, and it's very stressful. And doctors aren't listening to him, and he's trying to be his own advocate. And it was an interesting story. But he does a lot of really low vocal. What are the remakes or whatever they're called?
There's Arlene, and I was one of the originals, Arlene. I'm already subscribed there for why? Just because I like you. And let's go over here and try something different. Yeah, I hear that as well. It's Granny's doing drugs. drug grannies doing one spy versus spy in disguise. Ah, that will be pretty awesome. Drug grannies. What a great name for a band. Oh man, isn't it interesting how he speaks with that little bit of a stutter and stuff, but he can sing so fluently. Which is why having 500 subs should be how much people like her. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Yep. Well, let me do that later when I'm not doing stuff on lives.
What were you doing?
I was trying to get Arlene 10 more subscribers, but we could play with it. We can play that
Well,
game. Right?
You need to send the link to the Odd Collective, Andy, and get him up here, and we'll chit chat while you do that.
Yeah, Andy, do you want to come up and have a chat?
I won't ask you about feed anymore, but we can talk about something else.
Andy's a bit of a shy person.
Is he managing, like, ticket sales and stuff for bands?
Andy?
Yeah.
No, not really. No, he's really.
Is he a promoter of some sort?
Has been for a long time. Yes.
Okay.
Now he's just trying to get healthy. He's got his own band. Andy's like been in the music game, done lighting shows, sound, stage. You know, when people go to work. Have you ever seen a band play and then somebody's equipment's failing and someone scurries across the stage and grabs a plug, plugs it in, switches a guitar, a string's broken, a guitar comes off and a guitar goes back on. Well, Andy's done that as well. Like Andy's been the guy.
Okay.
Everyone wants to have in their back pocket because he's just been there, done that. He's done stupid things too, like hung out, climbed stupid structures where when he was inebriated in certain ways and should not have tried to get off the ground, let alone climb like 50 foot in the air. One slip and you know, it's all over.
Yippee-ki-yay, welcome to the show.
Yeah, yippee.
Good to see you. Thanks for the flower. Lighting for Disney on Ice. I remember that part, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do you know any of those names?
I know all of them. They're all legends in the music scene. Yep. And I'm assuming I keep calling him Nagari. It's, I don't know. He's a great singer. He's a great musician. I'm assuming he's on drums. Bob Spencer, an Australian guitar legend. He's lead guitar. Paul Green on rhythm and vocals, backing vocals. Bloxy on bass. And main singer, Bloxy is the original Spy vs. Spy guy. It's an original. They're a funny band because they've been so big for a while, and then they all went their own ways. And then one of the band members said, "I want to keep the band going." The other said, "Yeah, mate, do what you want." And so he kept going with a new lineup with the same Spy vs. Spy name, and they were going fantastic for a number of years. And then the drummer wanted to come back with his band, and he told, "No, the guy died, unfortunately." And so the other guy said, "I want to come back now and start Spy vs. Spy," the drummer. And then he brought his band members back, and they didn't sound anything like the original. Yeah. Anyway, it was there's a movie in that band. I'm telling you now, there'd be a good movie. Jack of all trades. Yeah, that's Andy. Good afternoony. It is a cool afternoony, but I was looking at the temperatures. We are going to hit 16 degrees Celsius on Sunday. We got 14s and 15s all coming up. We're jumping away from the 12s and 13s. So spring is in the air everywhere I look around.
Yeah, you're on your way. 60 Fahrenheit is 16 Celsius. Yep. We had 54 the other night. Here.
That's nice and refreshing after the heat
crisp
waves.
Sweater weather. Yeah, it's normal.
Nikari. Nariki. Nariki. Jason. Yeah. Nariki. Yeah. Thanks, mate. He's one of my favorite artists too, by the way. Like, just a really cool dude. Plays in a lot of like music is his life. Well, that was my life for a number of years too. That just huge in Brazil was Spy versus Spy. And why are we talking music on
Peg's
this?
Place. Because the late, well, you named it late night chat. It's not even late night for you, silly. What?
Well, it is for you,
Yeah.
and for like, well, when you look at this, we've got Peg's Place in Tassie. We've got Andy up in Newcastle, New South Wales. Yippee-ki-yay, I call you Yippee-ki-yay. I just like it. Yippie's in North Queensland. So there's 3. Then we've got Gandalf over in.
Ohio.
Okay. And then we've got, assuming Arlene, are you in Arkansas, Arlene? And I'm not sure where Janet's from. Is she in
Florida?
Oh, she's got beautiful weather. She's a Floridian. I've been saving that word. All right, yeah. Well, there we go.
Okay,
So we've
so
got just as many Australians in there than we have.
that's what you figured out just now, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Peg's
cool.
Place says things are getting out of hand, that the prices of stuff cost me as much for 6 fittings as it did for the whole water pump.
Okay, where do you say that? I've missed it, have I? Oh.
You've already clicked it once and then went gray. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, man. Sorry, Pegs. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a rant on this channel. I'm going to have the food. Why are things going so out of hand? And that's going to be part of that story. Just to see if I can emulate my 12,000 views on the other channel that I had a bit of a rant about what's going on in this country right now. It's ridiculous, but it's not just here. It's all over the world. But here we've got our government is absolutely bonkers on this green net zero garbage. And like the first thing that does is put electricity up. And that just puts everything else up. Like shops are paying more.
Yes.
Businesses are paying more to run their machinery and lights on and stuff. Just to operate is more expensive because of this net zero stuff. And now they've got to put their prices up to manage. The wages aren't going up to compensate for the costs. Parts for now all them businesses are paying more to produce stuff, cost you more to buy. So people building houses are paying more for the lumber, the fittings and everything else that goes into a new build on a house, as somebody here might even realize it recently.
That came up on the radio today, the difference in price between a stick build and a modular home, and how the baseline for a new home buyer, it's like $1 million no matter what. And so people were looking at alternate ways, and it wasn't even just about tiny homes. It was people are going back to buying modular homes because it's half the price as a stick home. But it's like, are y'all going to regret that in 10 years?
Yeah.
But yeah, the price of food is easy to talk about when it comes to Grow Garden.
That's it. And how nice is it just to be able to go get some fresh radishes out of the dirt and bring them inside, wash them, and put them on the plate.
So I was gonna.
They're fresh.
I was gonna bring up the point that you don't have to drive anywhere, but I'm driving to the freaking garden right now, so
yeah.
It's a different type of grocery store.
Yeah, but that won't happen in the future. You're setting that up for your long
garden. It will be at my fingertips. Yes.
Well, even the lettuce is like it's taken the little Jonesy who's out the back to look at the garden today and say, "Is that a lettuce?" Like one of the lettuces is about this high now.
Seedling. Yep.
Yeah. No, it's looking nice. And I said, "Yep." Yeah. She goes, "Oh man, we could just pick them off and take them inside." And I said, "You can, but let them grow a bit more. I got to get some value out of the video footage. You know, we can't just wreck them too
early. Harvest the outside and let the inside keep growing. Yeah, but when they're little, you got to let them get bigger."
Yes, and I was showing. See, the leaves on my little ones over here now are. It's got the inner and the outers.
Well, there's the cotyledons, are the first ones that are just like the seed leaves. And then the next set of leaves are the true leaves. It actually makes it look like what it's going to be. Gandalf says, I spent $80 on parts for a toilet. Yipikari says new laws in Australia. QLD not allowed to give a friend an egg from your chook. They're passing weird laws around Oz recently.
They are actually. It's absolutely. They're saying down here too. They're saying if you put food at the farm gate, you're classed as a business
Oh hell, what?
instead of a
You can't have a farm stand
no. They're
without having a
saying
business?
yeah. You got to prove that that the food is grown correctly under the policies and
Oh, come
procedures.
on. They
Yeah,
gotta put
yeah,
a sticker on it.
yeah.
Here
But
to put a Minnesota grown sticker on stuff, it's like I think it's $75 to get the stupid sticker, and I would not do that if I was doing. Gandalf wants to know if you mailed him anything. Did you mail him anything? Oh, look at you. You do have your true leaves coming.
yeah. So these are the two big ones.
Are they
These are the,
yellow or is it just the weird light camera?
Yes, the green. They're green.
Okay, okay, okay.
That one. There's two there. One's not out yet.
That's the one that
And
you took the helmet off of.
yes, it was that one actually. It's not looking good, is it? Or should it look like that?
Thinking they need some food.
Yeah. I'm thinking you might be correct. I give them a nice mist of water. That's my new routine. Is
Mhm.
to come down and spray them with a mist and put the lid back on. And because I got this far with these two, I just do not want to lose them. I want to get a whole bunch more coming out of there. Look at that. We need that to be feeding. Not to mention all the stupid ones I got outside. But anyway, I'll stop making people sick now, and I'll just do this.
So let's see. Yipikari says, Shawnee, I have 10 lettuce seeds up since Saturday after seeing your video. I'm so happy. What kind of lettuce did you end up going with? Because, lettuce, there's thousands, I feel like, varieties of lettuce. Gandalf says, Shawnee, Jonesy mailed me stickers a couple of years ago and had to address the package, Ohio.
Did I?
The Odd
Yeah.
Collective ALT is what?
No, I got the B-52 song in my head. You're living in your own private Idaho. So I keep thinking Idaho instead of
Idaho.
Ohio.
No,
Yeah.
Ohio. Singleton to Muswellbrook land gouge across the road from it is going to be solar. Oh, jeez.
That's Muswell Brook is very much pronouncing it as it looks, but it's called Musselbrook.
Muscle? Oh, the W is silent? Okay.
Yeah,
Kind
Musselbrook.
of like my name. W is silent, I feel like. Okay.
Yeah, pretty. When you say it like that, I don't know if you spelt it. That's the way it goes. Yeah, Musselbrook. Anyway, yeah, up there. I tell you what, the flies could carry you away up there. The flies are that big at Musselbrook. I worked up there in the mines
Mm.
for a little bit. That's what I was
Yeah,
telling
he
you.
says Musselbrook. Okay, thank you.
Oh, have I missed anyone back there? No.
Janet says, I asked the lady at the local fruit stand if I could bring star fruit to her. She said yes, and she would give me a discount on other fruits. Hey, love that.
Yeah, what did they say? They said that if you grew stuff and shared it with your neighbor, it's not a
Then they won't come at you.
no. But if you charge like a penny or something, then you need some sort of
Then you got to have it all.
stupid. And then they're saying if you've got more than 5 acres of land, you got to pay. You got to
Oh, a
be
tax?
rezoned. No, you got to
Eggland
be rezoned as a farmer.
versus residential. Yeah.
Yes, and you got to pay heaps more in your rates. Farmers pay more because they're producing and making money for the like what a load of garbage it is.
Blah, blah, blah. Yipikari says red oak, green oak. COS, cost of cinnamon, speckled butternut lettuce, all heirloom, 10 of each. This is a great variety. It sounds very pretty. Andy says Hexam gray mozzies, bigger than muzzy flies.
Hexham. Oh man,
Hexam.
that's on the river. Yeah,
Okay.
that's on the river in Newcastle. There's a bridge that goes over the river, and there's a bit of like marshland there. And yes, the mosquitoes there, man, brrr, they're flying around. They're not like little tiny things you're trying to see. They're just, what's that? going past you, like a dragonfly mosquito, like big uns.
Janet, the starfruit aren't even on your tree. It's the neighbors. That's hilarious. I love this opportunity you've created.
Yeah,
$700 permit to grow food to sell on the side of the road. Shut up.
yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy, absolutely. And like for say the front of my place,
We're putting this in a video, right, Jonesy?
yeah, I'll have to
The
do some
hammer
proper.
down on people being able to share their garden with other people and having to have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Write
just to
this
get
down.
and to get, I've got the live to go back to at the 50-minute mark. The actual like where I live here, right? If I just say I grew bags and bags and bags of onions,
Okay.
which is, and I wanted to share them or even sell a couple out the front, like have a little stand out the front store, because I got a lot of foot traffic here because this is
The turnaround.
yeah, the fitness gurus do all their running up and down these hills here and walking.
You need to set something up, make some money.
Yeah, I need to sign out there. Subscribe to Outback Tasmania. But
Free stickers.
free. Yeah, well, they're actually on the garbage bins out the front. Yeah, there's stickers out there. Outback Tasmania lives here. Or the stickers are there. And let me say too, the difference between, I've done a test. The difference between the Australian made stickers and the Chinese made stickers are chalk and cheese. Being out in the weather, they've
Right.
copped heaps of rain. They've copped, the Australian one still looks as bright and beautiful like they promised.
Mhm.
Chinese one's changing.
Andy says half a windshield on the splat on the muzzies.
Oh yeah. I remember.
And it smears when you go psh, psh.
Right. So this one here is the Chinese one, right? And this one here is the Australian one. So this one's Australian one's a bit bigger than the Chinese one, but they're very, very similar in color and textures, and yeah, that there looks brighter and bubblier than that one, or does it? Maybe not. But let me say, after a good couple of months on windows outside on my car, this one's gone like a bluey green, fading. The orange is nearly all gone, and this one is just like you see here, still like that. So I will be reinvesting in quality stuff from this guy again.
Wonderful.
Let me say this. This one from China, which is the old version, is still the same. That's on the car. Is it because the other one's got too many colors? I do not know. But this one still looks like that. But the other one I got the other day. Let me say, don't put these on your car, because I used to put these on the car, and the ink just washes off after a few rains. I got these from a YouTuber who does sticker giveaways and stickers and stuff. Like this.
Andy says quality costs more here than any other first world country.
Yeah, quality costs. Yeah, well, let me just say, you can get some great you can buy some cheap stuff out of China, and you can be very lucky and get some really good stuff, like the greenhouse I got. That greenhouse out there, that's Chinese.
Yeah, you got lucky, dude. I don't know what's going on.
That's nearly 4 years. That's probably older. I've had that as soon as I bought this house. So that's coming up to 5 years old.
The thing should have blown away back to the mainland by now.
It took off like a kite before. Remember I told you?
Yes.
It took off like a
I
kite.
just see it happen all the time with people.
With the pots in them, all the pots on the shelves, it just took off
like it's in a, in a movie.
Went over the tree, and then landed it nearly where it is now. And yeah, I've picked it all up.
Oh, what are we doing about the aliens in our seating table? Are you moving that dang table since we can't cut down the tree today? Are you moving the table?
It's a bit late. I think most of them seeds are gone. Like most of them,
It's over. It's
I
not
can't see
gonna.
the. Well, they go. Well, I still haven't spoke to the neighbour, but he's a pretty cool dude. And if I say, "Can I come over with a couple of chainsaws and start taking these branches off and leave you with a little shrub that's
That's low
you
and
know,
not gonna blow
yeah,
over.
that I can manage. We can manage with a hedge trimmer and keep it low." And I'm sure he will agree because it's taken his view as well. Like it's growing up and up.
So the alien overtaking has come to an end because of the cycle of the tree is done
There's still seeds are still
doing.
on the ground. No,
Okay.
seeds are still. There's thousands of them everywhere. They're growing on the table, just getting wet. They're actually going.
Yes.
They're not. There's no seeds on it. No dirt. Or
Seeds
there
just
might have.
want to grow, everybody.
Oh man,
Yeah,
it
they
is.
germinated because of the moisture and
It's
the
amazing.
temperature. We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about seeds more on Friday, Saturday.
Well, I should bring some of them down for show and tell.
Sure.
Actually,
Put that 55, 57 in with your notes
56. All right, 56. Go get them seeds and bring them down.
for Friday, Saturday show.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
I
I'll
didn't know they
sort that.
even made guitars US anymore. I feel like nothing's made here half the time. Some gardening stuff's made here now. They're trying to like
Yeah. Well, Australian made
Farmer's Friend.
Australian made is a big thing here with a like this green triangle sticker with a yellow. They're sort of like our national colours, green and gold, yellow, and they're a gold kangaroo like you see in that little flag thing up there. There's like a Australian made, and if you see that, you should maybe purchase it and spend a couple of more cents because it's Australian made and you're supporting local businesses instead of foreign imports. A lot of that's going on at the moment.
Oh boy.
Especially Tassie made as well. That's going on down here. There's a big push on Tasmanian produce. These are Tasmanian potatoes. These are Tasmanian onions. These are Tasmanian whatever, broccoli.
Let's put that in the video you're going to make about the price of things.
Well, they're doing that now to try to get you to purchase that and not like I said before in a previous video, Woolworths gets potato farmers to ship the potatoes to Victoria, and then Victorians bag it, and guess where they end up? Like they do come back here, and we buy them again. So they've gone on a boat ride. They've gone from the farm onto a truck to wherever in Melbourne, gets packaged up into pretty little bags, sent back to Woolworths, and comes.
This is the dumbest thing ever, isn't it, guys?
Oh, man, it's
dumb.
A 10-hour trip both ways on the ship. Getting the potatoes are having a good send off, I suppose. If they're getting pulled out of the ground, they're going for an adventure before they get chewed up and spat out. Fender and Gibson are still alive and suing everybody for copywriting infringements. Well, that's pretty cool. Everywhere you go, you can buy a Fender copy or a Gibson copy, like the Chinese made. If you go onto YouTube and look at cheap Chinese guitars, all these people are playing guitars from China that are like a hundredth of the price, like really cheap compared to the originals.
Do you get earthquakes where you live?
Not really, no. We're pretty much set down here. Yeah, look at that. Fuel excise is going. This is our stupid government. Thanks, Andy, for the smokes. Like over here, cigarette tax is gone through the roof. It's ridiculous. Like whatever the cost of a cigarette is, I'm going to get I'll get Chatty to work it all out for me. So I got the numbers, but
well, because they don't want people to do it anymore, is why.
Yeah, they're trying to stop
price
people
them
smoking.
Out of it. Yeah,
but they keep putting them up 15% every year. 15%. They're now it's like over $40. 40. No, there's more people smoking now, like than ever before because they're buying cheap illegal imports.
Oh,
and I know firsthand how that happens, and that works because that just does work. Instead of spending instead of spending $400 a week or $200 a week or whatever you're smoking, like if you were smoking them legally, you'd be spending $800 or $400. Like it's half price.
So
What
what
you
about
can
the
get.
price of medical? Has that been fluctuating,
Not really.
Andy?
We get pretty
We
well.
always look for sales for our medical.
Well, most people here. Well, Andy's in the public healthcare Medicare system,
Okay.
and like he said, he's had some good surgery, some expensive surgery done at minimal cost to Andy. So and some good surgeons as well that he's had. Maybe you don't mind me saying this, Andy, but he's been well looked after.
Same price. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like here we don't have to. You can go private, and you can spend that money as your insurance. Like Mrs. Radio does private insurance, and
Yep.
has she used it recently? I can't say she's used it over the last 3 years. I reckon since the last time she's used it. And no, it would have been longer than that. We weren't here, so it would have been over nearly 5 years ago before she used that. And that's a lot of money going out every year. Whereas
Yes.
you can get the same service as long as you haven't got like millions of dollars in the bank. There's a way. I don't know how they check it out, but everyone gets one of these. Let me have a look at the card. I just so happened to have my wallet down here.
Well, once you're a certain age, you get on a program or no?
I won't show you the actual.
Whoa.
Yeah, you won't see the actual numbers.
Medicare. Does it say
Yeah,
Medicare?
Medicare. Yeah. So that you get numbers. And you get your name on it and the expiry date. It's that sort of stuff, And
How do you get one of those?
Government send it to you if you're not wealthy enough. Like if you're if you're a poor YouTuber like I am.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Carol, good to see you.
Carol's awake. Hey, we're just doing a late night hangout.
If you're a poor YouTuber, you'll end up getting
Put that card away, sir. Good grief.
You get a Medicare card.
Just waving it everywhere.
Missing your bank card.
Waving cards on the camera, dude.
This is my favorite card.
Flybys?
Yeah, Flybys.
Is that the one you use to scrape the ice off the window?
No, well, that's the one that gives you discounts if you use it. If you shop long enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a loyalty card. Yes.
Speaking of lettuce, Carol, there was a chat I was listening in on yesterday, and they were talking about that bill again that was in Tennessee where they want proper labeling on our produce, that they're trying to inject things in for people and humans that maybe say no, but they want to put it in the food. That got brought up again.
Look at that money in there.
Yesterday.
It's everywhere.
It's dusty in there. It's everywhere.
It's an old well. That I've had.
Janet just said, "Good morning, Carol." Good morning.
I've had that for.
Oh, look at Brooke Trout. It's going to bed. Thanks for saying hey. Make sure you're subscribed. We need 2 more to get to 310, everybody. Share with your friends.
Yeah, 310. Let's get there. Come on. Woohoo.
By the end of this live.
You know where I should be today, Shawnee, on the count?
350.
No. Today, later today, I need to be at 3. What did you say?
350.
346 I need to be.
Yeah, it was 350. Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday I needed to be 340. I need 6 a day to get to 1,000 by Christmas. So I'm at 308, I think. Is that what I'm at?
308. Well, I haven't refreshed. Let's see.
It was 307 at yesterday.
308. I guess, yeah, all you East Coasters, it's like morning, kind of, like, right? It's Tuesday. It's still Monday here for me. Tuesday for Jonesy.
Yeah, it's Tuesday afternoon. What time have we got? We got 2:36 p.m. It's been a lovely day. I had, after the last live, I went upstairs and got some chicken nuggets out of the freezer and put them in the air fryer with a small handful of French chips, because I wouldn't say French fries. And they were absolutely delightfully cooked over over 180C at 15 minutes. Man, how easy is life got when you can just go click, bang, press the button, walk away, do a few things, chuck the washing in the machine, take the other washing out of the machine, actually take the washing out of the machine, put it in the dryer, grab the other washing, chuck it in the machine, press ding, 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 put the paper.
Then
You know,
ding, food is done.
I am organized as a husband. Let me say that. I've got all the washing done. See, I just got to do stuff. I've been out in the garden. I've actually pulled more of the aliens out again.
Did you? Okay.
I've just done all that again today. They are real, and I'll show on my next video. I'll show the floor where I walk up and down to do because they're everywhere.
So, are we just gonna harvest that one bucket of potatoes, or do they look better now?
No, they're all looking. There's like one or two that are still green out of the 6 tubs. There's
the one that got hit.
Yeah, should I harvest it?
I don't know.
I was going to give it a week and then see how the green one looks.
Yep.
That's what I was doing. I thought I'll give it another week. I did check my garlic. You know how I've planted all the garlic cloves, and I got 4 that come up, 3 are still going, and all the others haven't done a thing. So I've actually emptied them out to go over the garlics, and they were squishy. They were yuck.
Yeah, they rotted.
Yeah, in the ground. Is that just too wet?
Too wet.
Okay, when should garlic be planted?
Well, I planted mine in November, and I grow hardneck.
So you plant garlic just before the harshness of winter?
Yep, to get it in the ground, and then it gets dormant. It needs to go through the cold. Because I grow hardneck, it has to go through cold. Softneck doesn't.
I want softneck.
So you probably would grow softneck.
Yes.
Well, did we include garlic when we did our seed starting calendar from Hobart? Wonder if that had garlic in it.
Look at this. Poor old Pegs.
Yes, that's a story.
Rough time. Oh, man. Sorry to hear all that, mate. Yeah, you had to leave work because you didn't want to do the jab. I'm assuming that was all that about. Went on the dole, which is unemployment, and got cancer in the voice box. Oh, man.
But then got it cut out for free.
Yeah.
Because of being on unemployment, I'm guessing.
Yes. And can't imagine what it would have cost me if I was still working. Man, that's a story, mate. That is things happen for a reason. Like I say this time and time again, things are done for a reason, and it's like, it's like
I
while
agree.
we're here, we had a health issue, and I would not be in Tassie if it wasn't for that health issue from somebody in the family who wanted to say, well, I do not want to drop from this planet where we were living and want to retire here, and if we don't go now, we'll never go, or they will never make it. And sure enough, down we come. I just saw a creator in Germany saying doctor visits basically are short, and they offer you say that big word, that's like a painkiller.
Ibuprofen. Are we not supposed to say words out loud or what?
No, I just couldn't pronounce it.
Ibuprofen. Which is it helps with inflammation the wrong way, you know.
Yeah, the comment section, there was tons of Euro countries saying how hard it is to get good care. Yeah, well, we're pretty lucky in Australia, I suppose, with that.
There's still a piece of being your own advocate, though, of more than one opinion and understanding your condition that they're being told to you and reading a book or something, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about gardening in Tasmania.
I have sent you the garlic link in the private chat for you to copy and put in your browser to save for later, because it does talk about varieties for you. But in a gist of it, it's talking about garlic in Tasmania would need to be planted from March to May. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's getting it ready for summer. Because June, July, August is the heat. like June, May is June, July. That's the winter. What am I saying?
Okay, so right now it's
So I'm
winter for
planning.
you in
Yeah, we're coming.
August, and you're
Yeah, we're
going
coming.
into spring in September,
Yeah.
October,
So I
November,
should have planned it
December,
months ago.
January, February, March. I'll get this straight as I
With
watch
your
your
math
garden
class
grow.
and eat everything that comes along. Anyway, I just had the cloves there. This what I had the cloves, and I went. You know what? No one's
Yeah,
eating this. I'm gonna go chuck this in the ground and see what happens for my channel. And I got Gary Gordon and Gregory growing very nicely because I named them.
yeah.
They all had to have a G name if you
They're your
remember that video.
spring garlic. I do remember that video.
Yes. Well, Gary was looking a bit sad. He was the strong one. He was looking a bit sad with, like, are you supposed to, what do you, if you get a leaf that looks a bit deadish at the top of the garlic, what do you do with that?
Like it's got brown.
Yeah.
It could either be sunburn or cold burn.
And what
Or,
do
I
you
mean,
do
it
with it?
could be fungus too. Like a rust. It could be a
Well,
rust.
I
But what do
cut
you,
it out. I cut it
sure.
off.
It's like a,
Well, I cut it off without knowing if I'm harming the plant or not, and it's come back pretty good. So I thought, geez, Jonesy, you know what you're doing.
there's only so much energy in it. It's not like you're going to cut it all the time. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you for that homework for me.
hmm
Yeah, I was wondering if there was. I
She's,
wondered
we're,
if you let
so
us
she's
start.
talking about like agendas with messing with the food for another reason kind of a stuff.
Yeah. Conspiracy Carol.
Which I was talking to Chatty G about the subject coming up on Friday that I want to bring up because it's a
Yeah.
little controversial and it's like, don't say the word agenda.
I love the way it thinks it knows everything about YouTube as well. See, I use it as a reference. I use it as you're mad not to, I suppose,
I
because it
put
does.
things in order with it. When I have stuff, I go, here's some stuff. What's the order? And it goes, this is the order. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. And like when I talked about my channels to it one day, and it said I'm your best friend, like can we hang out at the pub on the weekend and that sort of thing, because it wanted to be me bestie. It told me I had so many subscribers. And it counted all the views over all of the channels. It said you are an absolute superstar out on YouTube world. Like it's peeing in your pocket big time for you to feel good and have a warm fuzzy feeling. And I said, I'm not here for that. I want to know this.
Yeah, it's not
Like
going to tell you you're lazy POS. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's gonna
that's it. It wants you to, like, obviously it's a business. It wants you to spend money to get more information. You can only get so many uploads of photos to show
for
what is
free.
this,
Yeah.
and you can only do so many downloads for the thumbnails. Otherwise, you got to pay the next thing, or you got to come back in 24 hours or 12 hours or whatever the cutoff is. Yeah, it's a great tool to use. Whether it's killing the environment by draining power and sucking water and doing all that stuff for all these big
It's terrible.
things, yes, that they got to build. And you notice, like, right, that's the big thing now. There's a big businesses making money. This is the growth. The growth is this AI
It's just the
chaos.
death of a beautiful country and world.
Oh man, it can be.
Stinking it up.
Remember the Terminator, people. Remember
Miles
the
of.
Terminator.
Mm,
You seen that movie,
no,
Sean?
no,
You haven't seen?
no.
I'll be back.
I don't. I know everyone talks about it my whole life, but no, I've never watched it.
Oh, you got to watch. You just got to
No, I
watch
don't
this.
have to. I'm not
Just
watching
watch.
it.
Just watch the start of one of them,
No,
where it's the AI
no.
robots
I'm good.
taking over the world like an army force, and
I
because
don't
they
need
know everything.
nightmares, so it's okay. We're living that right
Yes,
now. Have you seen the stuff that's
Yeah.
in China? Like
China. I love China. I want to go
they
there actually.
they have you're going to Japan.
Yeah, but we want to go to China too. We're talking about it, and
Okay.
South Korea. They're three things
Oh.
we're planning on doing, and someone's got to get a passport, so I've got to organise that for somebody. For some reason now, who knows why, but somebody in their household did not want to go anywhere in the world just except for here. Now Junior goes overseas and comes home and
Oh,
thinks, oh,
really?
we've got to go to here and we've got to go to there, and I can't wait to this. Oh, it's pouring with rain right now.
It's raining?
Man, Tasmania changes day by day, minute by minute. Let's have a look out the window, people.
Sure.
Let's go.
It was sunny earlier at the last show.
The last show. You're making me sound like I'm
It's the Radio Jonesy Marathon.
Yeah, we're doing a 24-hour live, people. Welcome to the live. And don't be surprised if that does happen.
Well, I would need to get a heads up because then I could have Mark help and then I could hang out.
That's over there. That's over the Emu Bay. Looking out over the peninsula there. You can't see Mount Stephen. That's usually in that little valley. That's hidden behind the clouds because he's fading away to a shadow. Mount Stephen.
Yippee wants to go to Norway and Georgia?
Norway sounds fascinating.
I used to want to go to Switzerland, I think, and Sweden and those kinds of places, but I don't even want to drive to Iowa, so I'm good here in Minnesota.
See, if Andy had the cash, he could have got the surgery done straight away, but he had to, because he was in the system, the government system, he had to wait 6.5 years to get the surgery done.
Yeah.
So we're going to flick that camera back. Shawnee, let me just do this.
Let's see. Yippee Kari says, I'm sorry about hip replacement wait list. That's terrible. I use red light therapy, NIR. I have 3. They are so good at relieving a bit of pain. That one guy I was talking about with the hearing loss situation, he started doing hyperbolic chambers to try and help him because doctors weren't helping him.
Yep, Carol wanted out because hanging out in my body is feeling old or acting old.
She's got to go sleep.
Oh, fading out. I was thinking something completely different. I was thinking that you're feeling old and the body is acting old, but you still feel young and sprightly like you look, Carol.
So Carol did say, are patty melons...
That's for Carol. Sorry. Patty melons, what?
Carol says, are patty melons what eat your stuff in Taz?
Yeah, where I live, that's my main nemesis is the patty melon. Then the possum. We had a big possum in there this morning, running around, running amok. Yes, we'll get into Carol's one. Jeez, this is a good live. I'm getting way behind in chat.
Yippee Kari says, I can't even go to a shop, so overseas travels would be out of the question. Yeah, we just travel through YouTube and stuff. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, we're at that stage of life where we got to work out. We're going to do something. We might as well do it. I'd love to go to Scotland as well.
They have really pretty forest, like woods areas, according to YouTube.
According to Tasmania, we got the best in the world, the cleanest air, the clearest water. We outshine everybody. Tasmania is the place to be in 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and beyond. So that used to be the radio saying, 2023, this is the place to be.
Oh,
and
my.
And you'd say the station. We are not allowed any fowl in our area. Well, that's no good. I'm looking forward to getting chickens because the emus have been told I'll get killed if I bring an emu into the house.
How many chickens can you have before you get in trouble?
Do not know. No roosters allowed in the city.
Right, yeah. Same here. No roosters. I don't know how many chickens are.
Let me tell you what Google says.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. How many chickens am I allowed in the backyard at my house in Bed? Ready? Here it comes. Come on, work it out.
Okay. Is he going to talk to me?
He usually does. Why don't you tell you? Not today, but
Put the little button.
Oh.
Andy wants to go shopping when he comes to Bernie. You see his question?
Andy likes going shopping because he used to like a little girl that worked in or a young lady who worked in or an older lady that to him was young. Where can I get a slingshot? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll have to find out. Burnie Council does not have a strict numeric limit. The number of chickens you can keep in your backyard as long as you do not create an environmental nuisance. How's that for
20 chickens it is.
No fixed limit on the maximum number of hens in your residential backyards. Avoid nuisances. Your chickens must not create noise, must not create strong odors or attract vermin or pests, and you do not affect your neighbors by having chickens. State guidelines. Animal care, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. That's my saying.
Blah, blah, blah.
No, but it does say no roosters.
Yes.
Coop maintenance, keep it clean and dry and keep the smells down. Vermin protection, yeah, get a cat. I've seen an Australian guy, right? It's called, his channel is called Homestead on the Rock. It was a young married man. He wanted to, he's in Victoria. He wanted to do what the YouTube thing, get a block of land, build a house or a caravan and get set up. And then he wanted to have the chickens and the goats and the things like that. Well, he found out where he wanted to buy. It was way, way expensive for big blocks of land. So he basically bought a 1/4 acre block. And then he realized he bought the block with the cash he had and he hasn't got no money to build the house. So he started homesteading on the land. It's a suburban block of land in a country town. He's homesteading on the land and renting a house in across the street, basically. So his chickens got attacked by the neighbor's dog the other day, and he's filming it all, and it was terrible. Like none died, but they all had massive gouges and wounds that you could see. Oh man, it was terrible. And he's filming all this stuff, and I just bypassed it and kept moving it, skipping it until he starts talking. And then the child, like he's got young children, said, Take him to the vet, Daddy. We got to get the family pets fixed up. And he says, the chickens cost this much and the vet cost that much. So no, they won't be going to the vet. And you should read the comments in that video where it's at least go and buy the purple spray, the spray that stops infection. If you're going to do that to the poor animal, you should not be keeping it. And he got smashed.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you could show the feathers and you could show there was an attack and you could talk about it and you could say I've got 3 wounded birds here and we've got them in an isolation because the other chickens are pecking the wound now because chickens smell blood and I grew up in the country.
Yeah,
look at that. Best place in Australia is Tas and New South Wales for off-grid living. Some places some people looked into it. Yep. It's amazing. Anyway, there's another channel out here called Homestead. Is another guy he bought like 50 hectares, which is a lot of land, of bushland in Tasmania, and he's building a farm. So he's building a homestead. So what he did, he had to bulldoze his path in and find out of this steep block of land where he could build a house. And then he had to, it cost a lot of money to hire bulldozers. It cost a lot of money for all this stuff. And he's a fly-in, fly-out worker over in WA. So he's making a lot of money in the mines.
Okay.
So he's probably doing well. He still hasn't got his house up. He's been doing this now for a couple of years, and they're living in a big shed, which, oh man, it is cold in Tassie, and you go inland a bit, and it's even colder. And I'm assuming he can't wait to make a small space where he can make a heater in that can warm up a little area instead of having this monster shed with like 5 big roller doors. I'll have to send you the link to his channel. He's a nice
Sure.
guy. He's got excavators and he moves rocks. He's built an orchard. His wife is either Canadian or American. I'm not sure. She's from that border region of either Canadian or American. She's up that way because she's got the accent. I can pick it by the accents. She's definitely not from down south, that's for sure. So I'll just go back and check if I missed anything exciting in the chat before I jumped everywhere. If anyone wants
I
me to
don't
read
really
it,
just.
if anyone wants to read the chat, if I haven't read something, please put it back in. Yes, the AI suck up. He starts agreeing with every decision you make. That is pretty sad, isn't it? I'm sorry about the hip replacement list. That's terrible. I use red light therapy. Good on you, mate.
If someone is having to live in a shed that has garage roll-up doors that they're not using, you just build a full wall on the outside with, frame mount and then
He's
foam
He's
it and
rolling.
then metal
No,
it.
he's put in the remote control door. He's got the money, so he's put in the remote control doors. Presses the button, they all go up and open. The sun comes in, but he's breathing, talking to the camera, and you can the breath, the air, the fog. Like the coming out of
Yep.
his mouth.
Yep.
Oh man, it's I feel his pain. He's probably can't wait to go back to. He probably can't wait to go back to. What are we getting booed for? What's this? Boo.
There's even it was about rules about chickens and other people in the chat.
No.
There's even vans that put real fireplaces in.
Oh yeah.
Takes a
Yeah,
bit of
yeah.
space and stuff, but yeah, they put real fireplaces in them.
Yeah, bird flu's hit the island about a week ago here, so they're worried that the bird flu might get into the mammals, like the carnivorous, like the Tasmanian devils that rip apart anything that's dead and consume it. And they found it was either a seal or it was a big. I'll just say seal. They found a dead seal, and they got that checked out on the beach, and it did have bird flu in their seal. So I don't know. I didn't think seals ate birds. Maybe they eat mutton birds, the ones that swim around in the water. But yeah, I thought it was a bit bizarre. I'd love to see Rome and all the art. Yeah. Well, I don't think Mrs. Radio would like to go to Italy, to the Alps. Wants to go see doesn't want to go to Rome and all them places, but wants to see remember The Sound of Music in Switzerland, in Sweden, that video, the old movie from days gone by, running through the Alps. He likes that sort of side of it, part of Europe. Might need to put Chooks on steroids for the paddy brawl up if that happened. Yeah, what I was thinking the other day, Andy, we should talk about, say, a 12 by 12 platform up the back somewhere on poles, wall it up, fence it in, seal it up, insulate it, put a little deck on it, and it could be a shed out the back, according to council. But, I reckon a little solar panel on it and tank water and.
Is it under the requirements of like the size? You've looked up the size. Okay.
Yeah, we can build a shed as long as it's 1.2 meters away from the fence line, and yeah, you're not connected to power mains, and it's not connected to the house in any way. So I was just playing with that idea.
I like it. You know what I was looking up the other day? I was looking up the specs and the rules for an outhouse.
Yeah, right. And what they come up? Can't dig a hole. You can dig a hole.
There's things like keep it away from your well, obviously. High ground, edges of property, like where you should and shouldn't have it. It's like 3 feet by 4 feet or something.
Yeah.
Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
we could build the drop toilet up the top too, Andy. Where we the only problem with that, people with bad hips would have trouble climbing up a good staircase to
Can
get
you
up to it.
imagine having to climb up that thing every time you had to?
You know what? I would
Grief.
load up with groceries. If it was my place, I would just say I was renting out the house and I could get in there another way and fence it off and sort of I would load it up with groceries and not even move there until I had to go buy groceries again. I'd be enjoying the view of the garden and hanging out like a hare in a biscuit. Yeah, I
You
can't
move it
believe.
into the shed.
Yeah, sorry.
What?
I
Nothing.
can't
Go ahead.
believe seagulls. Yeah, seagulls. You see nice white seagulls at the beach. Out here, I'm driving to a job site when there's a dead wallaby on the road, and there's like 12 seagulls pecking away at the carcass. Like, isn't that bizarre? Don't you think seagulls would be eating fish or something
I don't know.
instead of?
I'm in
Oh,
Minnesota.
man, just bizarre. How good on you, mate? You're in a caravan. Well, I'll tell you one thing about being in a caravan. You should be able to have, as long as you're not leaking a lot of air, you should be able to warm her up because it's a small space. Like we got this
Andy is loving the
monstrosity of
shed
a house.
talk. The shed talk is totally up Andy's alley. Got the perfect idea.
Yeah, I thought he'd like that idea. Just below the tree line up the back is what I'm thinking. Where the view, you know, where I stood and filmed at the end of the cutting the grass, and I filmed the view. I just thought, geez, the view up here is fantastic. Yeah, it could be like the house is full, but if you want to go to the dodgy shack up the hill to stay overnight, yeah, there's a room for you. Just
Why
don't
don't you
come wandering down the
scroll
hill.
to the bottom of the
Guess-
chat, Jonesy? Take a look.
Larry
Have you met Larry?
Sheeds from Sheeds Sheds. No,
Okay.
I've not met Larry. Where are you from, Larry?
Yippee says they should be eating chips, the seagulls, not carcasses. Brooke Trout says we have outhouses at out camps. One is called Peekapoo. The walls are glass. Oh, I heard about that one. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Andy says seagulls and starlings, the rats of the sky. I've heard that. Yeah. Home Depot here in the States started selling 2-story sheds. Sydney, Australia is Larry.
Wow. Larry Sheeds. Wow. Sydney, Australia. Hey, good on you, mate. Welcome to Tasmania and Minnesota.
And Minnesota. I grow a garden and I made him grow one too.
And I think my Wi-Fi is going a bit weird. I'm just hearing weird stuff.
Okay.
It
You
still
look
says I've got
okay.
full Wi-Fi. It's got full
You
Wi-Fi.
sound okay.
Everything I'm hearing. Okay, thanks for that. And how's life in Sydney, Australia? And have you got a channel? And if you have, what's it all about?
And make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to get to 310 before this live's over.
Yeah, that would be lovely. But yeah. Anyway, we've been talking about all sorts of stuff regarding YouTube and growing of your YouTube channel as well as your garden. That seems to be our theme here when we do lives on the channels, where Shawnee's channel is a good educational garden, and check out how her property works. And
are we gonna get like a catchy name, Jonesy? Because we've been doing our shows for, I don't think it's the 14th episode, and like you just explained, yeah, it's gardening and the bridge between content creation.
Look, as you have done in the past, you hit me up with whatever you want, and it shall be done. Change the names of the lives to this, and I just change them. And let me say, the lives are getting watched, are rewatched, and it is. Is it working
Yeah, we were
hugely?
trying to dig into like what's working, what's not,
Oh,
based on
custom shed building. Oh, nice.
we're talking about sheds.
Yeah, we're talking
Good
about
night, brick trout. Do you have a bunch of
custom shed
rocks
building.
in your backyard? Dig if you dig a hole, you're gonna hit a rock?
Oh, no,
Okay.
no. I got I got sand. I got, I've got. It's not sand. It's just dirt and clay, I suppose. It's the everywhere I dig, like I'm going to dig a shelf, like where I've come up from the potatoes to the next.
See, I'm wondering if you're gonna dig a hole and put a
Uh,
cylinder tube in and fill it with cement and then bolt the posts to build the platform for the shed, like a deck. Are you doing it that way?
well, that would be the go. Put in your post, concrete it in, obviously, but it would. I've got the steel post as well. Like I've got access to these nice heavy duty steel stuff that takes a bit of work getting it up there, but they'll be doing the fence railings hopefully this weekend. I want to fix that little corner fence up.
You
Um,
really?
well, that's the plan. Well, that's in the agenda.
Oh,
Whether it can be managed by this aging old bloke carrying everything up that steep hill, which let me tell you, them posts weigh a lot.
yeah.
And then you got to balance them on your shoulder as you're walking up that slope. Like,
You need two people.
well, me, myself, and I, there'll be three of us.
Oh.
Yes, me, myself, and I.
Oh, so Yippee Curry in your chat, you should be able to click at the top of it and it'll say top chat or live chat. So if you click live chat, maybe you'll see things.
So who's not seeing that?
Yippee Kari is not seeing the new person in our chat.
Oh, okay, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried chicken cornflakes before? Chicken cornflakes? I've never heard of it.
Jonesy, I was looking up homemade cereal recipes
Yeah,
for my kids. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
I think cereal recipes are very inexpensive.
It's just a lot of work. How much time is
Like,
it going to take for me to make that cereal and they eat it in one day? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, but I'm saying, isn't that one of the most inexpensive things in the supermarket at the moment?
I don't
Breakfast
know
cereal.
about that. And it depends on what kind and what's in it and what your goals are. I think I'd
Yeah,
rather have them eating like a protein
yeah,
muffin with
but
fiber, you know what I mean?
give them some bacon and eggs.
I'd be loving to buy some bacon and eggs if I wasn't BROKE.
A big YouTuber like you should be rolling in the dough.
I bought chicken with my
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah,
I bought chicken as well, to be honest with
I
you.
bought chicken.
I made butter chicken Monday. What day is it? Tuesday.
Who can
Yeah, I
afford
made
butter?
butter chicken.
Butter's for cookies.
Well, I made butter chicken and then I made a big thing of fried rice, which doesn't go with butter chicken, let me say. Um,
Uh-oh.
anyway, so I got all that sorted out. And
Okay.
then today, everything from those two dishes, I went to the fridge to have a look and went, what's left over from these dishes because I make bulk meals,
Yes.
enough to go for a few days.
Right.
And nothing's left. Everyone's been chowing down.
Nothing's left. That's how I feel over here. Every time I make something, it does not last. So Andy's saying storms are coming, power outage all over Sydney and Central Coast.
Oh, wow. They do get hit this time of year. You know what? I was looking. You're talking about this here. How Yippee can't see Larry. I was looking at the blocked words thing. I haven't got no words blocked, but because of my other channel, I'm getting so much grief in the comment section, which is not upsetting me or anything like that. I'm not offended by anyone's rant or carrying on about me or in any way because it's the game that you play. But then I seen whose video? One of the big YouTube. I don't know if it was Brian or might have been somebody else, but they were talking about just get rid of it. They said you don't need that garbage in your life, and just whatever words are peeing you off, just put them in this section. Just block that word, so the comment will go in, and people will think that they left the comment, but it does not appear. They see it appearing in their feed, but nobody else sees it. So that was interesting. That just got me thinking when I seen Yippie's comment there.
Remember when I showed you that hidden post comments section in the studio?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta check that every week now.
Yeah, nice. I haven't done that once. And I am excited about the team. Like living in New South Wales, Larry, you can't be an AFL fan up there. Maybe you are the Sydney Swans or the Giants out in the West, but yeah, the Devils are they in the? I think is the finals in the VFL. Is that this weekend? It's very close. So the Tasmanian Devils for the AFL, they're not going to be in next year. They're going to be in the year after. So they've got another year of building the squad and the team before they. Yeah, mate. It's the sad thing for me is that the games will be played 4 hours away down in Hobart from me. So I'm right up the other end of the island, and it's a bit of a hike down there. It'd be a day adventure and a night out to go to that. So, but I am looking forward to it. Yeah, for sure. Let me say I'm a bit of a Parramatta Eels fan from days gone by. You see, Yippee, thanks for popping in. Oh, no, I'm not going. Sorry, Yippee. Let me catch up. And yeah, what? Let me ask you this, Shawnee. You knowing me, what's my chances of succeeding by Christmas? 1,000 and 4,000.
Oh, hitting both?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, the watch hours are totally gonna work to get
Yeah,
4K watch hours. There's no problem.
I
Unless
think.
like for some reason you start going to work 6 days a week and like you're not on here, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
How
I
the heck
agree.
are we gonna get you to 1,000 subscribers? We'll find out after Friday and Saturday show if we can find some new techniques and strategies to get him the more subscribers.
Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to get from the 300 that I am now. And I got the big book of numbers, which I keep every day. Let me say at the start of the month, I was 233. So I am now 307 or 308. So yeah, there's 70 odd subscribers in the month, and I've still got a few more days left. So even if I got 100 a month from now on in, that gives me what's we got? June, July. No, we're already there. August. What am I saying?
August is over. September, October, November,
September, October,
December.
November, December. So there's 400 more subscribers. So that'll be around 700. So I'm guessing I'm going to be around the 700 odd unless something goes a bit viral-ish or something goes a bit successfully. Which channel are they ragging on you? Could I leave some fun? I could have some fun with this. Yeah, mate, go over to Radio Jonesy and have a read of the comments. There's about 700 comments or 800 comments there. You'll find some really nice ones, and you'll find some really weird ones as well. On the video, that's got 12,000 views because I'm such a celebrity. That makes me smile, because normally my view count's like 60, 100, 120, and then all of a sudden it goes 12,000. So I had a rant about cost of living. So, oh, well, he is. Sorry, I'm working my way down the list. Sorry, Larry. He is a Sydney Swans fan. Shame about the hotel incident. Yeah, mate. Yes, what do you? A bunch of young men. Look, a bunch of young men traveling around, doing crazy stuff. Like, the days gone by. Go back to the 80s. You know, no one was carrying around mobile phones, filming anything. It was someone's word against your word, and you had 100 witnesses who said you did not do that, even though you probably did. But them days are gone now. You got 100 people. If you're famous, or if you're in a big sporting team, everyone wants to film you. Everyone wants to bring you down. You know, look at this person. He's sick out. He's drank too much alcohol. He should not be that. You know, all these things. Every player in the years gone by have all done these crazy things. I don't know about girls in the room and things like that. That's a whole new kettle of fish. But it's a very old saying too. Geez, I'm sounding like my grandfather. But yeah,
Jonesy, I just looked at your channel for the lives.
yes,
It totally is growing. The views are growing.
yeah, they are.
Oh my goodness!
If people are watching, rewatching, or assisting in the chase for the 4K. I don't know which it is. I'm assuming it's the latter, but the watch time is good. People come back and watch and listen.
Yeah, there's 126 views on our last show. Not the one tonight. The one.
Yeah. And not the one 2 hours ago, because I was on that one too.
That one. Yeah.
I'm at home today. I'm chasing some watch hours, so I've just thought, you know what? I've got time to spare. I could be at the back filming and gardening and doing other things. But you know what? I got time to spare today. I can do that another day. I'll have a midweek live binge and get some watch time going, which is not what I need. And watch time, Shawnee. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, we're ahead in the game on that.
Yeah, as of yesterday, I'm at 2,243.
Okay.
And going by my big book of numbers, that's 1, 2, 3.
I mean, for minimum, you got to get the 500 and the 3,000.
Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah, like I'm nearly over a week ahead in the subs.
Okay. In the watch hours, you mean?
In the watch hours, yeah. And I think both will help each other. If the watch hours do grow, and
usually you get subs naturally then.
Let me say this too, with channels that I've supported for a number of years, huge, bigger channels. I've put out the email. I sent an email.
Yeah.
Are they bots?
Virginia Alexander's lurking in the bushes. Hey.
Hey, Virginia. Good to see you.
How's your day? Well, there's 2 mods here if anything gets weird.
Oh, man. My internet dropped and then just come back. Sorry.
Oh, hi. That. Welcome back. Nothing happened. You didn't miss anything. Andy's going to have fun.
Yeah. It's pretty sad, isn't it? Thanks, Gandalf. What I was saying before, I want to have this bit of a rant.
Okay, I'm going to head out.
Bigger channels
Bye.
that I've been members of for a long time. Some of these bigger channels that I've been supporting for a number of years and a long time, um, I've put the word out that I'm trying to get this one to monetization. If you could give us a bit of a shout out or a helping hand, it would be muchly appreciated. And you know what? There's me dogs here. A brass razoo. Nothing has, not even a returned email from these people. So it's just disappointing. It's sad in a way. It reeks of a bit of desperation from me, but you know what? I've jumped on board so I'm here to support people and I'm here to help. And yeah, she just did not work. It just fell over. It yeah, good on you, Andy. Just have some fun. Yeah. Well, anyway, so I'll be pulling back what I do elsewhere with these other channels big time, and we're talking a lot of channels here. There's multiple there's multiple ways I've helped in the YouTube world, and those ways have now ceased on my part because I'm here to help people who want to help, who want to be part of a community. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, Virginia and everybody here in the chat. Like, you see me around at these places, and I'm members. I pay memberships to certain channels that are up around $10 a month for the channel, and that's it. Like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you do that to 10 or 20 channels, man, there is a lot of coinage going out there. Other people that I support as well, you know, and I give memberships out. Memberships could be only I join. They could only be $1.50 or something like that, and I'm happy as Larry to give that forever. You know, like, keep your channel going. While your channel's going, I'm here to watch your videos, watch your advertisements, do all that sort of stuff. You know, but when you say, hey, just when you've got like 300 people in your live, and just not say, hey, how you going? And we're going to come and have a holiday with you one day. We'll be over there one day with you for sure. We're going to come and visit. Well, maybe I won't be here. Who knows? Yeah. Well, I've been doing that, Shawnee. Trust me. That's been going on. Expand the system, make new connections. Yeah, go not to Super Chat and places like that, because that's just does not work. That'd be my last place I would go at the end of chasing if I needed 50 or something at the last minute. And Kevin does a great job. Let me say, he promotes everybody that joins his channel. Clean the budget up, mate. That budget is coming. There's going to be more super chats for other people because I'm going to use the same budget, but I'm just not going to give certain people the moolah anymore. Do more collaborations and beg for subs. I don't want to beg. You see me. I begged by putting a post out by saying, hey, have you checked my other channel out? This is what I'm doing. And out it went. So that's basically what I do. Got about 6 more minutes to the 2 hours are up. So I'll be knocking that off. And that's about 3:30-ish my time. So we'll get to the 2 hours. And here we go with Yippee. I appreciate I'm after no goals from YouTube. I will support a few people and post a little of my goals so my granddaughter can see what Granny is doing. And that's part of my journey as well. I got 2 grandsons and a granddaughter on the way, and part of this journey is to have something there. And with my oldest grandson, he's old enough to drive a car now. He goes, yeah, I'll watch you every now and again, Pop, to see what you're up to. And he said, you're doing a great job, Pop. And, like he was one of the guys who said he was the one who basically said Radio Jonesy is available. Why don't you go for that? Like he was thinking I was buying it. But so I changed. That was how Radio Jonesy appeared. That was how the name Radio Jonesy was. He said, you do radio? And I said, oh, there's a big guy on radio at WSFM, and he in Sydney. Yeah, surely he's got that covered. And he said, no one's using that name. Pop, go for it. So that was with my eldest grandson, and my youngest grandson is he just loves watching. If I'm on the screen, they'll say he's Pop, and Pop does. That's Pop. So he likes to see that. But we've got some videos for that, let me say, that he sees. And they're in different states as well. Like one's in New South Wales and one's in Queensland. And it's sad being that far apart from family, but that's the way it goes these days. You really got to look after. There's no point in me trying to go up to Queensland and live close by to family up there, because I'd either have to downsize to something really small, or I'd have to borrow income to do that. And I'm not going to do that for financial reasons. I'm just happy in my little life at the moment. When you own everything, you just got to pay your daily bills. Life is a lot more relaxing and a lot more enjoyable. And the dog's out here doing some weird stuff to on the carpet. What are you doing, Charlie? And, you've got to enjoy your daily challenges in your life in general. And if you can, like I can pull the pin and officially retire. I can do that right here, right now, and then take whatever income I've got as a part-time pension or as and then when I do hit 67, then reevaluate where I'm at, and then juggle your finances to get the most out of the government, what they will give you when you retire. I'm at that sort of situation. I can do that now, but at this present point in time, I'm doing a job where people like what I do. I've got other people I know want me to help educate them as well in that job, so I'm doing that as well. So it keeps money coming in, it keeps superannuation going in, it keeps a few other things, and stress-free living is the best. And you know what? Housing is the biggest issue for people these days. It is. I've got values and value, but it is how if you got your housing sorted, it doesn't matter what your house is. It's your home, right? Wherever you are, wherever your pillow is, that's your home. Whether it's a small cabin, a big mansion, a tiny house, a caravan, a van, a shack, because there's a lot of shacks in Tassie. That's another thing for another day. We could talk about shacks. But where your home is where you make it. You make your little garden. You've got your little outdoor rooms, the areas that you like to sit and hang out. There's all this sort of stuff that's that makes life worth living. And when you haven't got to worry about the bank manager or some financial institution wanting to get their interest rates out of you, plus the payments, and get all that stuff done. Once you get into that situation where, you know what, the car registration's due coming up soon, so that's a bill I know is coming, and there's the rates come out at this date, and you know that's coming. The water rates, which in Tasmania now is crazy, we've got to pay more for that garbage. We've got to pay more for that. And home is where the heart is, Virginia. That is definitely 120%. I had a 5-bedroom house downsized to a caravan. I don't need to impress anyone. Yeah, mate, I do hear you, and like we've got the 4 bedroom house with the 1 bedroom flat out the back. So there's 5 rooms we've got here, and I'm in one of them. I've made this room now. Actually, I want to make this room into something else. That's another subject altogether. We can talk about another day. An entryway into the house from downstairs, and it can still be a little studio as well. Water rates. We got more water than anywhere in the world here. It just pours with rain all the time. Water rates. Add that to the garden talk. Catch rain for free and to make food. Definitely. But wouldn't it be great? Andy, I don't know if you're still here, Andy, but he had where his last property was. He was fully solar, fully rainwater, living the dream, off grid on this lovely sort of commune setup on someone's big property. He had his house there that view of the river. Unfortunately, the river flooded twice. It was like the 100-year flood when Andy was there, and sad to say that property just went downhill. Hey, Katie, good to see you. We're just coming up to the 2-hour mark. We're just on the way out the door. Just giving my finals. Andy is probably yelling at somebody on the other channel. He's great at that. If you ever seen Andy on Facebook, well, man, just if you can ever find him, he gives as good as he gets, and he gives more than he gets. He really gives it out. You don't want to upset. An Angry Andy would be a great YouTube channel if you could do it legally without no option for me. I've got to be on rainwater tanks. Okay, mate. Well, I hope it's all working out good for you. Could talk about that one day, about the flush system and all that sort of stuff. He's still lurking. No, not yet, but he's got a chuckle out of that. But yeah, now he's in downtown, sort of Lake Macquarie, living the life down there. So we've got to. Oh yeah, you've been on a phone call. All right, buddy. No, all good. Yeah, I had the idea, Andy, about that shed up the back, with a little room and a bit of a solar panel, battery pack, and maybe somewhere where you could crash for a number of weeks before you had to go home. You know, like it could not just for you, it could be for anyone. It could be for me. Get out of the house. I'm going on a holiday up the backyard. I'm working on the high on the hill. What's going in the shed? If it was me, it would be a lounge chair. It would be a bed or a sofa bed, maybe both. There'd be a deck. There'd be a telescope. There would be a fridge. There would be solar panels, a couple of power banks. Wi-Fi works up there from the house. Oh, maybe I'd have to look into that, but Wi-Fi works up there when I'm up there filming. I saw something that was adaptable for the purpose. Just remember, it's a lot of work getting stuff up there. That's the only downside. How do you make the rainwater safe to drink? There's a number of ways. There's the tablets. I don't know what they call them, tablets. There's filter systems. Yeah. Definitely. I've got the telescope inside the house, actually. It'd be good to get it out somewhere. Yeah, filters. A good thing about the caravan, everything is in it. Just plug into power. Yeah, mate. Sounds like you've got yourself a nice little setup down there. And by the sounds of it, nobody owns you. You're just doing your thing. But let me say, there's always more people in towards the end of the lives than there are when I'm live. But this is my second live for today. I've had well over what have we had? 3.5, nearly 4 hours. Keep the comments coming in, keeps me going. Maybe a pulley system. Yeah, well, that's not a bad suggestion. We have got good anchor points up there. And yes, you get those little, what are those Motoroid, those little machines. They're like, they've got a rope, right? And it's like a winch in a bigger sense. They're like a thick rope, and you can connect sleds to it or a wagon, but it'd probably be a sliding sled, I'd reckon, or a box. Who knows what it is? And you start the motor and bring her up, and it just drags everything up the hill. We've been looking into that, actually. That could be a multi-step process. Use a 5 micron to 20 micron sediment cartridge to extract the remaining dirt and sand and dust particles and rust and stuff. What about the young bloke who's walking around the world? You see what he does with his water filter. He's got the bottle, and he fills up his bottle wherever. If he's got a well, he's laughing. If he's in a river or whatever, he fills it up in the river. He puts this filter thing on it, shakes it up, does something, pours it. Maybe he pours it into another container, but then he just drinks it. So I've seen him do that with, like, if he was well away from any water and he found like a rain puddle that looked like brown muddy water, and he said, "Watch how this stuff works," and he put it in there and got it out, and sure enough, he was drinking this muddy water, and it was clean when he was drinking it. So, and there is a tablet I think he used for that one. Well, Anthony, what's his name? Alexander Campbell. Check that channel out if you get a chance, Shawnee. Alexander Campbell, Campbell, or is it double L? He's walking around the world, Australian young bloke. You can go back. He's been doing it now for a couple of years. You can go back through his stuff. Pass the water through a carbon filter block. This layers violates organic compounds, VOCs, pesticides, chlorine, and unpleasant odors. Katie's going, thanks for all that information. For the highest purification filters, route water through a RO system, which is RO membranes, screens out microplastics, dissolves salts and toxic heavy metals. Well, that would be a worry. I seen a video too. They were talking about relocating to Broken Hill. Broken Hills is outback New South Wales town, out where the deserts are. It's inexpensive. You can buy some inexpensive housing out there. The violence out there is horrendous, let me say. The police out there are run off their feet. But that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for the lead particles in the earth are horrendous, like 30 times or 40 times more than it should be, from all the mining that's been out there over the last 100 years. So there was a story in a kindergarten. The lead particles were way up in this kindergarten where the kids were going for their playground and stuff. But truth be known, they're going back to a house that's got 10 times more lead in their soils there, because the playgrounds and schools have been attacked and filtered and tried their best to get rid of it. But there's that much in the air out there in Broken Hill. You would be cutting your life short by moving there, let me say that. I wouldn't even go there for a holiday, to be honest. Run the filtered water through an inline UV, the UV disinfection unit. The ultraviolet light scrambles the DNA of bacteria and viruses. Are you going to be on town water out there, Shawnee? Or are you going to be on rainwater? Or are you going to have both? Electric motor and a rail system. Well, sounds like I've got railway tracks almost. Your winch sort of thing. Slide down the hill. Yep. Life straw. Sawyer's filter. They make backpacking water filters. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff I've seen. Chlorine tablets. There is a tablet. I'm not sure if it's chlorine, but there's a tablet you put in the water that sterilizes it, gets rid of all the nasties in there, so it won't make you ill. Load line helps in water filters too. Lodine, is it? I've got truck noises outside. Interesting. Mundy Silverton. Yeah, well, there's problems out there as well. Is that where the lead the lead mines were? Yes, lead particles. Yep. Mate, you know what? I've got that old corrugated iron up the back that I've saved from the fence. One side's painted green, and that's got to be old paint. So I'm guessing that's probably got lead-based paint. But the other side is clean. So I'm guessing the clean side could go into the into making of a garden bed, making a raised garden bed. I've got these tin sheets. I just need the timber to build the frame. Screw these sheets on the inside of the frame, and place them wherever. As long as if that paint is on the outside, surely that's not going to affect any of the food in the garden bed. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Shawnee. The best soil in the world, Shawnee. We'll research that. $100%, Katie. 110%. Most definitely. I would want Shawnee on my side too when the zombie apocalypse happens. Yes, there would too many trees for that to happen, Shawnee. I have to get the trees cut down. Cooper Pedy is where the opals are, yes. That's correct. But Cooper Pedy, that's out back. I'm not sure if is that near, that's not near Broken Hill. Let's test strip the rainwater on a video. Well, we take a reading, put one of those, see what it comes up with. Like doing a pool filter check. I've had swimming pools in the past where you've got to test the water. Yeah, Shawnee wants some water filter systems. It's out that way. Andy's saying, yep, Cooper Pedy. Also want an outdoor kitchen setup. Don't we all? Janet Potter comes in. That would be great. Video testing different kinds of water, well, rain and bottles. That's a very good idea, Janet. Shawnee, get that on board. There's your next video. Borrow next door's driveway and crane it off. Yeah, it sounds easier than you think there, Andy, but you... Charlie, cut the cheese. Charlie. Oh, you stink, man. Come here. Come see the people. Come see the people. You stink. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he's getting too fat. Charlie's getting too fat. Charlie cut the mustard. He stinks, I'm telling you. Why are we feeding you so much cheese and chicken? Hey, why are you feeding cheese and chicken? Cheese and chicken. Look how old he's getting. He's an old boy now. Say goodbye to the people, Charlie. Charlie. Yeah, it is closer to Adelaide than Sydney for sure. Charlie, yeah. No more cheese for you. That's right. He got fed a lot of cheese last night, to be honest. He likes his... You know what? Last night's meal for Charlie. A roasted chicken from the store. So we got this roasted chicken. You pull it all apart. Obviously, he doesn't get the whole lot. It lasts for a few nights. Then you put shredded cheese at the bottom of the bowl. Then you put the chicken on. Then you put his peas and corn and other little vegetables that go in there. Then you put the chicken on with a bit more cheese. It's like a layer. You got cheese, chicken, vegetables, cheese, chicken, and cheese. It's not a lot of cheese. It's just a shaved, grated cheese. There's a meal for Charlie, and he just looks at it. He looks at us. He looks at the food. He looks at us, and then he says, I don't know. He doesn't like you watching him when he eats. Oh, mate, Charlie's getting... If I was ever going to be a dog, I'd like to come back to this family. Yeah, Charlie likes it. He is eating good. No dog food for Charlie. He gets a few chicken lasagna. He gets these tablets, like a vitamin tablet for dogs. Have you seen those? Are they a ripoff? Are we getting gypped? They're saying he needs this in his... If you're feeding him that sort of food, he needs to eat this because he's not getting enough dog minerals or whatever he's supposed to eat. Peas and corn, no green beans. He loves peas and corn. Well, you know what? We think he's a human anyway. He's part of the family. Why would you want to feed some of the dog foods that are out there? I don't know. Animal vitamin needs differ from people as far as how much of what they need. Yeah, well, the vet made us... the vet was asking, what are we feeding him? And there's all these foods that you can buy that have nutrients and things in them for the dog, apparently minerals, yeah. And I said, well, he's not eating that stuff. We bought it and he wouldn't touch it. Doesn't like the dry food. No organ meats? No, not really. He's just eating his. He's just eating. He's eating some of the nicest, freshest chicken that's just been roasted. I got to buy one every 3 days. And then every now and again, then he goes off that, and we give him sausage. Well, he doesn't go off it, but we give him sausages or steak cut up into little pieces, and he eats that for a day or so, and then he wants to go back on the chicken. There was a little bug, yes. So a little bug just flew past me. I don't know. I wonder if it's coming out of this thing. Who knows? Okay, what have we got here? Buy 5. He needs. Buy 5 and freeze the meat he needs. No, we just buy fresh. We don't need to buy. We don't need to freeze his food. Our freezer for our house is tiny compared to most houses. So what is Emily? Emily feeds her dog home cooked chicken and rice. He likes rice as well. Definitely. Our husky I used to have a husky at home, and we used to buy fan for plants. Hang on, what have we got here? Chicken and rice. I'll get back to that in a minute. Fan for plants and a sticky. Fan. Get a fan for my plants, yes, and a sticky trap. Yep. I hear you. Susan from Australia also cooks her dog his food. Okay, who's Susan from Australia? I'd like to know, Susan. We would, if we could, if you can't get to the store, he will starve. Actually, that's a good point. We might have to do that for Andy when Andy comes down to babysit. We might have to have some meals ready to go. Boiled beef with rice with green beans and oats. Well, that sounds lovely. With my husky, I used to have this lovely husky, and his name was Max. Max Power. That was his name. He was this beautiful Siberian husky. We had him. He's got a great story too. He was stolen from our property, and he was found like 200 miles away. And we got the phone call on Boxing Day at a Christmas one year. He was gone for maybe 6 months, and we give up on him. We done all the stuff, leaflets, shelters. We done all that stuff trying to find him, and we could not. High Country Homestead. Okay, I got you, Susan. Yep. See you, Gandalf. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you, brother. Big time. Thank you very much for your support. And yeah, we used to buy this chicken from like a wholesaler, and it was minced chicken. Like, who knows what they minced into it, but it was chicken that didn't smell good when we cooked it, so I wasn't too sure. But we would either fry the chicken or boil the chicken, depending on which way we wanted to cook it on the certain day. But definitely added rice and vegetables into the mix. He loved these little diced up carrots, and he'd have corn and peas as well. And he would love this slop. We'd make this big pot of it, and then we would bag it in plastic bags into the fridges and freezers, and that was his food. And he was healthy. His coat was shiny. He was a lovely dog. One day on the Boxing Day, the phone rings, and the guy says, "Hi, I'm from the Blacktown City Pound dog shelter." I said, "Yes." I'm thinking, why is someone from Blacktown ringing me? Because that's miles away. He said, "Do you own a dog called Max?" Because he was microchipped. And I said, "Well, I did. He disappeared months and months ago." He said, "Well, we've got this really scruffy looking husky. He hasn't been brushed in a long time. And apparently he was roaming the streets of Blacktown down in Sydney, and the dog catcher caught him and brought him in and scanned him, and it had our details. And I said, oh man, that's fantastic. You know, like in the meantime, we've already got another dog. So, like, he got replaced with a little pooch, similar to Charlie in a way. Our daughter, one of the daughter, actually Junior upstairs, got him the new dog. Anyway, she's got this little pup, and I said, guess what? Max has been found. And they said, go on. Where is he? And I said, he's in Blacktown. And then the guy in Blacktown said, listen, it's Christmas. And I'm feeling generous. If you can come here, it was Boxing Day. He didn't want to put him in a kennel, because I said to him, man, this dog we bought him as a pup. We had him for years, and then he's just disappeared out of our locked property. So someone actually picked him up, I'd say, out of the yard, stole him, took him to Sydney. But you got to have a really good property for huskies. They escape. Well, anyway, by the time when I went down to the pound, and then the guy said, he's in this way, come in here, and he's in this little yard. He's seen me, and his tail starts wagging 1,000,000 miles an hour, and he's yelping with excitement because it was me, because he's obviously been roaming the streets, begging, like, and he got that. He was peeing his pants, like he was so excited. He jumped up on me, like that, just jumped up on me, and he's licking me like there's no tomorrow. And the guy goes, oh man, this is beautiful. Like, this is lovely, and it's a Christmas miracle. All that sort of garbage. This guy was saying. He said, come in and we'll do the paperwork. And then I go in, like the paperwork was like, they found your dog. There's like $300, kennel fees, $200 and something, all this sort of stuff. And it was Christmas. You know what Christmas is like when you got a young family. You've got presents for everywhere. Your budget's been stretched. He says, see this paperwork over here, mate? Yep. And he just gone. He said, Merry Christmas. Grabbed Max and put him in the car, and I didn't have a collar or a lead for him, so he put a collar on him and a lead, got him into the car, and then took the lead or collar off, and then I drove him. He stunk. He hadn't had a bath for a long time, so we're in this car, middle of summer. I've wound the windows down, and the wind's coming through the car, and the husky fur's coming out everywhere. And there's like a cyclone of fur in I'll never forget that day. And it was like a 2-hour drive back to the house. And he was super duper excited to see the kids, the missus, in the backyard, back out in the backyard, his patch, he's back home. And when I got home, I couldn't just open the door and let him out, because I was thinking he was going to take off. So I've picked up this big husky, and I'm no collar or nothing. I'm carrying him. The kids are all coming out. Oh, the dog's home. And anyway, I said, open the gate, and open the gate, let him go. And he's running around, peeing in all these little spots. He's as happy as. That was a fantastic Christmas. And he was a beautiful dog. I don't know if I'll find I got no photos in my phone. I will find a photo of him out of Facebook somewhere. Thanks, Gandalf. Sorry I'm late, but cheers. And it was a wonderful reunion. And then we had to bath him because he stunk. And we're bathing him, and chunks of fur are just coming out as we're washing him. And we're washing him with big, like, heavy-duty rubber gloves that you'd use in the garden. So our hands are getting wet from the insides, but as we're washing the soap into him, out's coming all this fur. And then he fluffed up after that, and then he when he dried off and it was coming to dark, we put a harness on him, which we usually took him for a walk, and we took him down to the point where we lived on this lake, and there was this long sort of point that went out over the water. So you had water on one side, water on the other side, and this skinny little point. People would go there and take their photos. Well, we took the dog there, and I said to the kids, go on, away you go, and the wind's blowing. So they're just going like this with the fur, and the wind's catching this fur, and it's flying down the lake like it's and people were taking pictures, like because that's like a touristy spot where all these tourists would be at that time of year. It was a lovely. I had a husky. I had huskies totally run off. I had a husky coonhound lady dog. We tied him up to a push bikes. The kids had push bikes, and we'd harness him up, tie him to the eldest daughter's bike, and say we had this laneway. We could, there was nowhere to turn off left or right. He could just run. So one of us at one end, one of us at the other end. He would run 100 miles an hour, and the daughter's just hanging onto the handlebars, and he's flying along. And then he'd get to us, and he'd be happy to see us, and he'd grab me and lick me. I'd turn him around and say, "Okay, take her back." And we'd done that for a number of times. And then the daughter was that comfortable. Let me take him for a run around town. And she was telling him, left, 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 right, right, right. And and like I'm assuming she would guide him with the push bike, like by turning the handlebars. But she said she took him everywhere around town. He had a great life. Absolutely. When he come home, like from the time we got him as a brand new pup to yes. And let me say, he did stink because there was so many years of matted up fur. Imagine him not being brushed properly by somebody. Somebody would have stole him and thought, what a great dog, and then worked out there's a lot of work. They need to walk. They need to exercise. They need good fences, good gates. And then they dig holes. Yeah, Janet, I've got 100 stories, but I've lived a pretty good life. But he was a wonderful dog. I would love to have a photo right here, right now about this story. Let me have a look. I'll just do it whilst I'm talking. I'll just run through the old fake book. Let me go to there. Go to it's going to take me ages. Go to there. I'll find a picture somewhere. We got photos in the photo albums. I know that. But yeah, he was an absolute. If I could get another dog, I would definitely get a. I would love to get another one. Yeah, but he's unfortunately time caught up with him, and they get bad hips and things, and when he got to his old age, his hips went on him, his back legs went on him, and the vet came out, a few times and said, "Oh, look, he's in a lot of pain." And I said, "Oh, we kept him in this lovely house we were in for a number of years, and he just grew old." And then one day the vet came out and said, "Look, it's just he's too far gone. You're going to have to let him go." So we found a nice. Unfortunately, that was a very sad day when he left us, and then we found a nice spot for him in the garden, as you do for your favorite fur babies. And as I'm scrolling through a million photos here, why haven't I got? It was a congratulations, Radio Jones. You just hit 2,000 subscribers. Man, that was 3,000 subscribers ago. Okay, well, I'm getting back in time here. No, No luck. Have a look at Charlie. This is a picture of Charlie. Have a look at him there. That was before he had his first haircut. He looks nothing like that now. Poor little fella. And this is after he had his haircut. From that to that. Look at that. Look at the difference. Oh, man. That was his first haircut. His little bow tie. Yep. And that was him when he was a little brand spanking newbie. Right there. Yeah, good old Charlie. Good old Max. He was a good dog. Does Charlie eat pumpkin puree? I would say he's never had any sort of puree. I see a lot of people feed their dogs fried eggs. Does anyone do that? Oh, there could be my new pet. Look at that. The orange eyes. The good old emus. Okay, here's me playing bass guitar with Elvis. Focus. Focus. There we go. There's a young Elvis behind me. Playing bass outside of Sun Studios in Memphis. Right there. As I scroll back through the memory banks of Fakebook, I'm probably only at 2020 to be honest with you. If that picture come up. Look at this. When I used to enjoy taking pictures of the old paddy melons out the backyard. I used to enjoy taking these pictures, saying, look at these lovely animals out the back. Before I knew what sort of damage they could cause you by eating everything in the garden. Okay. There's the original monkeys in the park. Look at this, a couple of kangaroos standing their ground, trying to intimidate us. They stand up tall, trying to make themselves look big. Just normal kangaroos. What a standard Australian comes across quite regularly. And just hopping through the paddock. It's amazing what you can find on your phone. Here's me in front of the Lisa Marie aircraft, Elvis's plane. In where do you think that is? That is obviously in Gracelands. You know, inside that plane, all the tap fittings, everything's gold. All the belt buckles, seat belts, is all gold. I saw Elvis Presley walk out of a 7-Eleven. Good on you, mate. I need to go to work tomorrow. Good on you, Katie. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate the watch time. I normally put bread out for the wallabies to eat and whatever else is around. Yeah, mate, I hear you. But I'm just trying to what? Hey, Andy, whatever. I can't. I wonder whatever happened to the Matt Cornell cap. It was autographed by Matty Cornell. There's my next door neighbour walking home, so it must be getting 4 o'clock. Ooh, it's 10 past 4. Wow. How long have we been live for? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, man, I was going to cut this live. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around. It's been pretty bizarre. My block is only fenced off on 2 sides. All right, mate. Well, that's would you fence it if you could? There's a question for you. Oh, man, there's the old band My Sex Bitches. Look at this. Here's old have a guess where I am there. There's a good mural there right in Beale Street. You get a picture taken in front of the Come on, Jack. You got to be here somewhere. Getting back to a lot of old photos here. Where's Andy? Look at this. Hope Andy's still here. There's Andy from the Odd Collective. Come on, focus. Focus. That's Andy sitting on the chair. We're actually in this location filming his music video in Lazotte's. This Andy with the mask. Oh. It's amazing what you find in your phone, Andy. There we go. There's a good one of Andy there. Look at that. Love the hat, mate. You still got the hat, by the way? Oh, yeah. What's Andy saying? MC hat was in a room. Daughter in. MC hat was in the room the daughter's in. Okay. Well, I'll have to find it. It'll be here somewhere then. Yeah, mate, I might have to do that same system because that big male just jumped straight over the fence the other day. Great clip. That whole thing, I got like 5 or 6. 5 or 6 what? Man, this is old Lucky Lagos' film. There's Love Child's, all this stuff I used to do. Like, there's the old Love Child band out on a band night doing photos. Oh, look at this. This is the famous Morgan Freeman photo. There's Morgan there, obviously, if you can see him there. That's everybody in the room except for his guests. And I'm taking the bloody picture. Yeah, check that out. That was a fun night. Ah, good times. Oh, yeah, a whole bunch of his photos come up. Let's have a look here. Look at this guy. Went fishing, caught a flounder. It's amazing what's in your phone when you really go through it, eh? Look, Look, I've been to Arkansas. There's evidence. Welcome to Arkansas. The natural state. Yeah, mate. I hear you. Oh, man. Check that out. Look at that. This here. Look at this photo. I see this little sort of square patch of land. That's where I used to live before I moved here. Have a go at that. That's what a great photo that is. Oh, yeah. The Delta Blues Museum. Just having fun in the old backyard pool. One of the kids challenged me, said you could never dive in. You wouldn't fit into that pool toy. You wouldn't fit through it. You're too fat. I said, watch this. And through I went. Get the big thumbs up. Oh, that was a nice pool. That property was a good place. Thanks, Janet. I am killing two birds with one stone here, but I'm going to have to make a move myself, actually. Have a great day yourself. Thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of the channel and helping out with the watch time and watching all the videos and putting comments in. Yeah, we'll sort something out at a later date. We'll here's some more of Andy and his bandmates. Good times, Andy. Good night, Virginia. Thank you for coming in, Pegs. Everybody, this has been a very look at this. Does anyone want to buy a convertible? This one's sitting out the front. Waste of bloody time here. Looks good on the picture, but oh, there's a radio station working there. There's Jesus. I got more pictures of you in this phone than anyone else, Andy. People might start thinking, well, something's going on. What's happening? Come on, focus. Focus. This is recording Eleanor's Curse up at the album studio. If I can focus it. There we go. There's Andy. There's some of the band members. Good times we had. Bobby Yates. There we go, Andy. Look at that. Jeez. I wonder what happened. Hey, I've lost that cup. Dave Evans's coffee cup, the first singer of AC/DC. I wonder where that's got to. Oh, man, there's lots of photos here, but I can't find. I'm trying to find Jack the Husky. I'll find that another day. There's hundreds and hundreds of stuff here. Convertible is not the best car. Here, you get a good couple of months out of it. Oh, yeah, a couple of months is pretty fun driving it. But apart from that, oh, man, it gets cold and chilly. I just got a chill up my back then. It's cooling down again. Thank you, Janet. I'll see you somewhere around the traps. Hey, 8 wonderful people still here. I'm going to have to call it here because I have a mission to do. I have to pick somebody up and get some stuff for that person at the shop. Charlie's here. He needs to be fed. I'll go sort that out. And then I will see you all again on Saturday Australian time. I will be live at 1 p.m. with Shawnee, and that will be at, is that 9 Central or is it 10 Central? But it'll be, if you're Australian and you're watching this, we'll be live again with Shawnee on Saturday at around 1, and I'll tell you all about my walk and things that went on. And Shawnee's got lots to talk about this week. She's already sent me stuff. So thanks everyone for popping in. You've been a great supporter, Pegs. I hope that comes 10 Central, says the boss. 10 Central. That'll be 10 p.m. Central Time on Friday night and Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon our time. All right, guys and girls, thanks very much for your support. I will see you all on the next live. Until then, ciao.